All right, let's start it up. Okay, I do not have sound. Oh, I know why. Got to change this. Change to this. What? Okay. Yeah, we've got a couple hours before the stream, the Diablo stream. Let's play some Witcher. Okay, this should fix it. We should have sound now, right?
Wounded and tired, Ciri collapsed in the swamp. Some peasants found her and took her to the Baron, Velen's self-appointed ruler. The warlord took the young woman in, had her nursed back to health, then sent her on her way to Novigrad.
What the fuck? The heck? There we go. Now we're cooking. Yeah, so I gotta just figure out where I left off and kind of get back on track here.
Hey, yeah.
Hang for the controls again.
Hurt your head?
Okay, let's see what quests I've got. Secondary quests. This is Gwent. Get the blacksmith's tools. I'm level 15. So many side quests. Holy shit. What difficulty am I playing on as well? Kobaloy. I got a haircut. Yep.
Come on, Roach.
So, haven't played Witcher in a long time. Gonna try and get the hang of it. Thanks so much. Oh yeah, forgot about the fast travel. You can fast travel. world map. Let's see. Can we fast travel? Right here. Such a big game, man. I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever beat this game. Huh.
Giddy up.
Oh, right here.
Slower.
Gonna be watching the Diablo announcement here in a couple hours. Yeah, about 2 hours from now. But yeah, I figured just try at least. Like again, I'm not used to playing other games. All I really play is PoE, so. But I'm gonna try to play something else for once, and right, so I just don't burn out for the next league.
Up once. Blood came out my ears.
Nothing hurts as much as life.
Yeah, no. Oh, fuck, don't rightly know.
World will burn! Burn in the eternal fire!
Dean? What do you expect in this climate?
I'm thinking that not apparent to you.
Currently playing WoW? Okay. What are we doing on WoW? Just gearing up a little bit more for the expansion.
Greetings, Master.
Hear about the contract. Really got an imp problem? Or is that just an imp
She's farming
perfection
rares.
in the notice?
You're leveling a
You
warlock.
ought not
Nice.
jest, Master
Yeah, you
Witcher.
said you're going to start with a
I
demon
know the
hunter?
creatures are only to exist
the
in
expansion.
fairy tales, yet I saw one with my own eyes as it stole from my stall.
All right. So what's this imp look like?
Like a mean, fat cat, but a very large one. This tall, see? And it walked upon its hind...
What did it swipe from you?
Once it was bred... then a fish, then apples. Might not seem like much, but add it together and the business suffers. And I'm hardly alone in being pestered. It's nicked something from every stand in the square. So, will you teach it a lesson with your silver sword?
Make it worth my while and I will. Demand for witches is high, supplies low. I pick and choose my contracts these days.
Eternal fire. Protect King Radovit.
A bit much, but a compromise is in sight. A bit much, but a compromise is in sight.
This is like haggling with 2gen here.
Fine negotiation on your part, Master. So be it. We'll call it agreed.
Relax, I'll help you. Small business.
Thank you, Master Witcher. I don't know if this will be of use.
I just really want to
Most
play PoE,
recently,
man.
the
Like,
thief leapt over that
I'd rather
wall
play
and ran into a
PoE right now,
passageway.
but
It was the last I
I just
saw of him and a
can't
few
afford
of
to
my
just
wares.
get burnt out. I don't know. It doesn't feel like there's a point to play it anymore. I think this is my best bet. Follow the imp.
I'd buy tomorrow what you can
Where's the
buy
imp?
today. Fall upon your knees before the eternal fire.
Can't wait for the chieftain rework. Oh
Scandalous.
yeah? Heist rework too? Man, everyone's thinking there's a delve rework coming. Like, I don't get it. Like, what are we talking about? Where like I don't see that. I do not see that happening. Chieftain rework. Really, eh? Heist rework. Expansion plus breach stones and the tree dying. Absolutely, yeah. Breach stones come back. Just give us the regular breach. Not the breach that involves us having to break down walls and do extra work. Yeah, I don't know. But I'm just seeing so much of that on the post they made on X. Everyone's just like thinking delve. Like, what? No. There's no way. There's no way we're getting a delve rework. Not yet, at least. And heist? A heist rework? I don't see that either. Heist is in a good spot, isn't it? Like, it's still pretty new. Even on YouTube, all just everywhere. There's a lot of like. There was some spoiler, like somewhat of a spoiler for a job posting, a hiring that they put out for a certain character. And that's leading people to think maybe Metamorph is coming back. Don't feel like, yeah, Delve is way too good. Wouldn't be surprised if they expanded on it. Just like, yeah, I guess. What do you want to link to? The teaser? Well, it was just a job posting. Maybe I can find it here. I don't know where it was. I might have seen it on a video. GGG. What was it called? What was it called? Yeah, right here. This is yeah, this was it. Yeah, here it is here. Right here. 328 League voice actor role advertised. Suresh the Weeping Black. And apparently this character was like mentioned on some old, do you remember Metamorph? Apparently he was mentioned in the flavor text of the Metamorph scarabs. There was mention of this character in the flavor text of those scarabs. So I don't know. Metamorph coming back? Suresh the Weeping Black is a prominent lore-rich character in Path of Exile, appearing as a necromancer of formerly of the Order of the Jinn. Identified as an outcast from the Faradun, he researched forbidden intrinsic darkness. Though lore suggests he was killed by Garokhan in the desert, recent voice acting leaks indicate return or expanded role in upcoming content. Known as the Surgeon of the Dead. So that sounds like That could be Metamorph, man. That's what I'm seeing. Necromancer, surgeon, like putting together the body parts like we did with Metamorph and then just resurrecting it. I don't know. He is associated with raising undead through weight class. So maybe something like a rework to Metamorph? He was an outcast from the Faradon Mariketh tribe who joined the Order of the Jinn before being cast out of his dark practices. I'm going to go ahead and just take a guess here and just, again, based on the information and that stuff on the scarabs, I'm going to just say this is Metamorph. This is Metamorph, man. But hopefully, yeah, along with whatever the new league is, we're getting the Breachstones back. Hopefully we're getting like an actual real expansion, like similar to like the Secrets of the Atlas, or even bigger than that. Yeah, I want to go bigger than that and replace, maybe not replace, but like I want to get those Eater Exarch bosses. Like I want that new, right? Because we've had that's been the end game and it's been good. It's been stable. It's care to watch this together? All right, let's see. Oh yeah, sure.
Path of Exiles 3.
Yeah. Dreamcore's the GOAT. Let's do it. Dreamcore's great.
3.28 release will launch on Friday, March 6th, with the full reveal livestream occurring in the regular slot 8 days before launch on Thursday, February 26th.
Let's freaking go.
Now,
I just want to play
have
PoE.
a little bit of information about the potential theme of the league, which I'll cover first, and then we'll get onto the endgame stuff. Now, the information about a possible theme for 3.28 came from a job listing that was posted just over a month ago. So if you don't want to see a potential spoiler, albeit a minor one, you can skip to the next timestamp. But this was for a voice acting role for a character called Suresh the Weeping Black. I'll link the Reddit thread on the topic in the description below, but we don't really know all that much about this character other than a few pieces of flavor text from old Metamorph scarabs that are no longer in the game because Metamorph was essentially replaced as a mechanic when Ultimatum went core in 3.23. Now these bits of flavor text appear to tell a story going from rusted to gilded. We know that Suresh is a Faradon from the job listing, and the rusted scarab suggests that he was rejected by his people and taken in by the Order. That's the Order of the Jinn. Then the polished scarab seems to suggest that Suresh was possibly pushing the boundaries of necromancy a little bit too far. It reads almost like a warning. And lastly, the gilded...
As you explore the vast well of human darkness, Suresh, of our surgeon of the dead, remember that the price can sometimes exceed the value of knowledge. This has got to be... I mean, again, it's on the Metamorph scarabs. Like, I'm just gonna go ahead and it's... Yeah. This has got to be Metamorph. It's got to be. It's got to be.
This scarab there is basically describing his removal from the Order and his role being erased from their records.
There was a man of bone, rotting flesh, and weeping black, but his name, his ill-gotten knowledge, and his role in the Order shall be stricken from memory.
There was also a winged scarab, which described Suresh dying to Garakarn in the desert, and also documents his mindless legions scattered throughout Rayclast, and mentions that they no longer have a master to control them. Now, in addition to these bits of flavor text, we also have two unique items that have been added to the game recently in 3.26 and 3.27 respectively, the Dark Monarch and the Hallowed Monarch, and these items have flavor text referring to this character, which is a conversation between Sekama Orbala and Suresh. Notably, Sekama Orbala would later become Garakarn, and this conversation appears to have taken place right before Suresh was slain. Now, I don't really expect the 3.28 mechanic to be anything to do with Metamorph or some kind of Metamorph reboot, because I think the scarabs are just used to add a bit more lore to the game wherever possible, and those ones just happen to be Metamorph scarabs. But I do think we'll be seeing a bit more bridging the gap between PoE 1 and PoE 2 in this release, a bit like they did with the Breach story in 3.27, and perhaps Suresh, the Weeping Black, will be coming back from the dead to wreak havoc on Rayclast. Now let's move on to the main topic of this video, which is one of the biggest endgame problems in Path of Exile, and why I think 3.28 is going to be the patch to finally address this issue.
Just checking out a Dreamcore video that Kobolai posted in the chat, going over what 3.28 could be. So yeah, seems interesting.
I am of course talking about Tier 17 maps. Tier 17s have been a problem since their original implementation back in...
Oh shit! I totally forgot that. I just changed my what's it called? OBS stuff. So thanks for pointing that out. Bear with me here. Sorry about that. I'll start the video over. There we go. There we go. Let's start it over. Now that Athlete's here, maybe you're interested in watching it, maybe not. But hey Styles, what's going on? We're watching a Path of Exile video here from Dreamcore, and he's going over some potential teasers, spoilers for the next league. So we're gonna give this a watch. And thanks for pointing that out, Koboloi. I wouldn't have caught that. So here we go. We'll start it over again.
6th, with the full reveal livestream occurring in the regular slot 8 days before launch on Thursday, February 26th. Now, we actually do have a little bit of information about the potential theme of the league, which I'll cover first, and then we'll get onto the endgame stuff. Now, the information about a possible theme for 3.28 came from a job listing that was posted just over a month ago. So if you don't want to see a potential spoiler, albeit a minor one, you can skip to the next timestamp.
Alright. Before we move forward, is there anyone here that doesn't want to be potentially spoiled? If so, I'll skip forward. You've watched it partially? Okay. I've known about the spoiler here. I've known about it because it's been about a month since that was posted, but yeah. Don't want to spoil it for anybody that maybe you never know. You never know. Don't want to be responsible for spoiling anyone's, All good, Athlete? Okay. Styles, how about you? All good over here? Okay. Okay.
But this was for a voice acting role for a character called Suresh the Weeping Black. I'll link the Reddit thread on the topic in the description below, but we don't really know all that much about this character other than a few pieces of flavor text from old Metamorph scarabs that are no longer in the game because Metamorph was essentially replaced as a mechanic when Ultimatum went core in 3.23. Now these bits of flavor text appear to tell a story going from rusted to gilded. We know that Suresh is a Faradon from the job listing, and the rusted scarab suggests that he was rejected by his people and taken in by the Order. That's the Order of the Jinn. Then the polished scarab seems to suggest that Suresh was possibly pushing the boundaries of necromancy a little bit too far. It reads almost like a warning. And lastly, the gilded scarab there is basically describing his removal from the Order and his role being erased from their records. There was also a winged scarab, which described Suresh dying to Garakan in the desert, and also documents his mindless legions scattered throughout Rayclast, and mentions that they no longer have a master to control them. Now, in addition to these bits of flavor text, we also have 2 unique items that have been added to the game recently, in 3.26 and 3.27 respectively. the Dark Monarch, and the Hallowed Monarch, and these items have flavor text referring to this character, which is a conversation between Sekama Orbala and Suresh. Notably, Sekama Orbala would later become Garakan, and this conversation appears to have taken place right before Suresh was slain. Now, I don't really expect the 3.28 mechanic to be anything to do with Metamorph or some kind of Metamorph reboot, because I think the Scarabs are just used to add a bit more lore to the game wherever possible, and those ones just happen to be Metamorph Scarabs. But I do think we'll be seeing a bit more bridging the gap between PoE 1 and PoE 2 in this release, a bit like they did with the Breach story in 3.27, and perhaps Suresh, the Weeping Black, will be coming back from the dead to wreak havoc on Rayclass.
Metamorph was so fun, man.
Now let's move on
so
to the
cool.
main topic of this video, which is one of the biggest endgame problems in Path of Exile, and why I think 3.28 is going to be the patch to finally address this issue. I am, of course, talking about Tier 17 maps. Tier 17s have been a problem.
Yeah, this here is the biggest, I feel like the biggest thing. Like, of course, yeah, I'd love to see an end game like redesign, like similar to the whole Eater Exarch bosses in the Void Stones. Like, maybe we can see a redesign to that. But then again, you know, I think about how good that's been for however many years we've had it. It's a solid, like, just progression, but it's like I said, it's been forever since we've had that, and we haven't had like new, like, pinnacle bosses. Like, how long have we had those bosses for? And the Maven as well. And there's all this little dialogue that the Maven and the other character that is with the Maven, the whatever his name is, they're talking at times about other sort of entities similar to the Maven. So it's been so long thinking, like, when are they going to introduce? They're hinting at it. When are they going to introduce these other Maven level entities as new pinnacle bosses? I feel like that's so important. But this here, the rework to the tier 17s, it's been since Necropolis. Like this, and they talked about doing this on the last sit down with Ziggy D. So yeah, I think for sure we're gonna see that this patch. That'd be yeah, I'd be pretty disappointed if we didn't, especially considering they talked about it in the last sit down. That's got to be a priority because it's kind of a mess with all those silly modifiers in the tier 17s.
Since their original implementation back in patch 3.24 Necropolis League. Their original design goal was content that bridged the gap between normal pinnacle bosses and uber bosses. They were essentially supposed to be maps of varying difficulty based on their naturally rolled modifiers to challenge your character builds as a stepping stone from normal pinnacles to uber bosses. The maps would contain unique challenges in the form of tier 17 exclusive monsters, bosses, and map modifiers. And slaying the bosses in these maps would yield fragments that are used to obtain access to uber bosses. However, prior to their addition, the method to access uber bosses was simply to allocate the relevant keystone on the Atlas passive tree. This would transform the instance of a normal pinnacle boss into the uber version, and this way of reaching the uber bosses stayed in the game for 6 straight leagues, from 3.18 Sentinel to 3.23 Affliction. But this solution had its own problems. Firstly, there was no appropriately difficult content between normal pinnacle bosses and uber bosses, which often felt pretty jarring going between the two because the difficulty jump was massive. It was hard to judge if your character was ready to face uber bosses or not. And on top of that, the fact that the access to uber bosses required the normal pinnacle fragments with the keystone allocated caused its own issues, because it felt like the fragments were essentially being wasted if you weren't running the uber versions of those encounters. These two issues were addressed in patch 3.24 with brand new tier 17 maps, and changes that would split the normal pinnacle bosses and their uber counterparts, with exclusive rewards and now requiring separate fragments to access the different encounters. But this introduced its own set of problems. To start with, tier 17 maps at the beginning of patch 3.24 were unmodifiable. Their modifiers couldn't be changed in any way. So if you found a map with a particularly oppressive set of modifiers for your build, and if you didn't have a Scarab of Bisection at hand, you were out of luck. You can't run that map. And this was quite a big problem because the Tier 17 exclusive modifiers were very, very oppressive indeed. Now, as strange as this sounds, this was actually by design. It was intended that some Tier 17s would be inaccessible to some builds.
It certainly was the ideal dream back when, that there are a lot of modifiers that can't be done by every build and you'd re-roll them and whatnot. Now, obviously, in the context of T17s, you can't re-roll them, so this really is... You should either change your playstyle, take your time, be a bit more careful to do it, or you can trade it away, of course, or maybe you simply can't run it on that character, and you have to maybe build a different character that is capable of or more characters that are capable of doing different maps.
Now, patch 3.24 Necropolis wasn't the most well-received update, to say the least, and it had quite a number of updates after launch to try and solve a lot of the issues that were causing players to quit the league. Several of those...
Yeah, I don't know what I was playing at the time, but I did not even play Necropolis. I remember watching the reveals stream or the trailer or whatever, but I don't know. I guess I must have just been caught up in playing something. Might have been WoW, I don't know what, but yeah.
Changes were targeted at Tier 17
Guess I didn't
maps.
miss out on much.
For example, in patch 3.24.0b, Tier 17 maps were made modifiable by Chaos Orbs, and their exclusive modifiers were made to provide more quantity and rarity bonuses, and that trend continued in patch 3.24.1, which added many Tier 16 modifiers to the Tier 17 pool, and crucially made Tier 17 exclusive modifiers grant special bonuses to pack size, item rarity, currency, maps, and Scarab drops. These changes went against the original idea that Tier 17s wouldn't replace Tier 16s as the primary endgame farm, because Tier 17s now had a much higher baseline of loot, and if your build could handle the difficulty, you would often be much better off farming these maps instead of 16s. This alone has been the single biggest contributor to limiting build viability in the endgame. It's one thing having a build that's good at mapping but not so good at bossing, or vice versa. That's pretty much always been a thing in Path of Exile. But when the map modifiers are as oppressive as they are on Tier 17s, and when the meta revolves around obtaining as many modifiers as possible through the use of risk scarabs to push those loot bonuses up, and then juicing those bonuses with sources of map modifier effect, this leads to an extremely limited pool of builds that can run this type of content. Builds that prioritize methods that allow them to ignore modifiers that are otherwise extremely oppressive to other builds. This is part of the reason that the Trickster was so dominant for so many leagues in a row. Something that I've discussed at length many times in many different videos over the last year or so. However, I believe that real change is coming in regards to Tier 17 maps. For a long time now, the same questions have been asked by Ziggy D in every Q&A.
Yep.
The topic of Tier 17s comes up every time, and we know that GGG haven't been happy with them for a while now based on their responses in those interviews. But in the Q&A for 3.27, Keepers of the Flame,
Here it is, you guys.
Jonathan Rogers and Mark Roberts went into quite a lot more detail on this issue. This is a fairly long segment, but there's a lot of information in there.
Yep.
Take a look.
Here we go.
Before we even get into like what people are asking and what people are saying about it, I'm curious what your guys' thoughts are on this topic, I guess, of Tier 17 modifiers and their impact on late endgame.
I mean, the main thing I'd say there, like just as an overall view on it, is that like T17s, there's this tension between, like, it is not a good place to be when there's a tension between what players are enjoying and what the thing we want to try and do is. Like, that's like a problem that needs to be resolved. So effectively, it's like what T17s are supposed to do in theory is something that we want, which is to say, like, you know, that like you get something that you don't necessarily like want to have to play against, and like, you know, like you have to actually, and you have to deal with it or come up with a way to get around that. But in practice, players don't want to do that, so there's something clearly wrong here. So something does need to change, but it's a little bit tricky to come up with something that we want to, like, that both sort of satisfies our desires for like like interesting challenges that are different each time that you play them. That like all the there's like new and interesting things you encounter, but yet also something the players actually like. So there's a problem for sure.
So what is your desires for tier 17 maps? Like, what do you want?
Well, as I said, I don't think it's necessarily the desire for T17s as such. It's more the desire that you have like like interesting combinations of mods happen, and they're like, oh, this is a new challenge I have to rise to, and like, how am I going to deal with this, and that kind of stuff, and like that's something that like in practice players aren't like really liking. So as I said, there's a problem here for sure. It's just a question of how we kind of
100%. They're not in the right spot.
Yeah,
I am of the like.
By the way, I just want to point out, look at behind Jonathan. Look at the 4 pieces of art behind him right there. Right, you recognize 3 of the 4. But what's that? What is that art depicting? What ascendancy could that be there on the bottom left corner? So yeah, right. We've got the witch hunter there, the acolyte, the storm weaver, and then that's some art I personally haven't seen before. So I just wanted to point that out. Now that we've got this wide shot of the open room, that's pretty interesting. And obviously those are PoE 2 ascendancies, but either way, that's just that's something I guess we don't got much information on, but there it is there. That's something we might see in the future.
We need to go back to the drawing board a little bit here, because like we and to be fair, we are like trying to band-aid it, but we can only do that for so long. We kind of just need to reinvent something here a little bit. Like they were intended to be the penultimate bosses that allow you to do the Ubers.
Right, yeah.
But they're also now, also this non-sustainable map, and where you have to, obviously a lot of people feel like they have to trade for it, and then in the other cases you've got a bunch of modifiers people hate. You've got this like thing where because of the mods you end up devolving down to the in-game strat becomes, as you said, stacking map mod effect and modifiers via risk. And it's like it's not fun, it's not ideal. Honestly, it's like it is a kind of mess. And we intend to keep band-aiding it until we can drawing board, but I would expect you'd probably see a pretty...
I think it needs a full redesign.
Yes.
It needs a full redesign to try and see if we can come up with a way to both achieve what we're hoping to achieve, but also make the players not dislike it, right?
So is this maybe like separating out what you're trying to do with the tier 17 modifiers and what you're trying to do with this penultimate like boss thing that is like the lead up to the Ubers?
That is a split at the very least.
Okay.
I don't think that we've worked out exactly how this can work, though. Like,
I don't think that like the best, most rewarding content in the game should also be the tickets to the Ubers. And in that even that's like broad and sounds weird when you first say it, but like
it's so hard because
it's kind of, you know what I mean, where it's something's wrong.
There's a fundamental tension with you want the hardest content in the game to be the most rewarding. But like the moment you do that, there's all sorts of incentives that come into play that mean that people don't like it when like there's a map now that you can't run because the mods are not good for you and that kind of stuff. And like, so then there's also it's a problem.
It's a big issue. Like, and it's hard. It's something that's not easy to solve with you've got to meet that difficulty because it's tier 17. But it's also they got to solve the right. Everyone should be able to access these maps and not feel like they can't access them. So yeah, I cannot wait to see what they're gonna come up with. Hopefully, we're gonna see their solution to it this patch, but maybe not. Maybe it's a bigger project. But obviously, yeah, it's just great to hear that. And yeah, this was back on the last league's sit down. So it's recent. It's something that's certainly on the drawing board there, on the project board. So
of a mess of problems.
It's a problem.
Any individual part of this I look at, I'm like, well, this is actually okay in some circumstances.
Right.
Like, it's okay for there to be some modifiers, maybe that. Like, I'm sure, I think you guys feel the same. Where it's like, it's okay for there to be some modifiers that are like better for other builds.
But in the moment that it's like it feels like a huge economic penalty to that,
so the
you're immediately
kind of
like you're immediately kind of.
But you get the thing right now where you stack the risk scarabs, and then it's like, okay, only Trickster and Juggernaut can play it as a way of it's perceived. And
see, they know.
I would be very surprised. I know I shouldn't be promising content in the follow expansions because variables always change, but I'll be very surprised if we don't do a more drastic shift in 328 to solve this problem because it's
see. So I think it's safe to say we can expect some changes to this exactly In 328, man, and that's man, I wonder what that's gonna look like. Gosh, this next league could be really crazy, really big, really good. In comparison to the last, right, where it was kind of lackluster with, they didn't have they did do the 1 week after the keepers. They did do that patch that buffed a lot of the strategies, and they increased the limit of the risk scarabs and what are the divinity and a couple others. So that was nice, but just yeah, in the bigger picture, like 327 was just very underwhelming when it comes to end game. And so yeah, this will be great if we can see the rework this patch.
Now long enough.
So there's a lot to unpack here. Mark mentions that they need to go back to the drawing board in regards to tier 17s, and states that they were intended to be the way to access Uber bosses. He then later mentions that the most rewarding content in the game shouldn't be the way to access Uber bosses, which goes back to that topic that I covered earlier, whereby tier 17 maps were never intended to replace tier 16s for endgame farming, but this happened naturally after the extra loot bonuses were added to those exclusive modifiers. So this is definitely something that they want to address. Jonathan then goes on to discuss the issues revolving around tier 17 maps being the most rewarding content in the game, and how it's very hard to balance the difficulty against what players actually want to do and what they enjoy doing. And I think he hits the nail on the head when he mentions the economic penalty that's imposed by some of the modifiers. And Mark then goes on to discuss the risk scarab meta and how setups like Trickster and Juggernaut just become superior as a result of those action speed modifiers that they're able to essentially ignore. So all of this is on their radar, and they're very much aware of the problems at play here. However, most importantly, of course, Mark mentions that he wants to make bigger changes to tier 17s, and he says that he'd be surprised if they don't do something in this regard for 3.28.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, importantly, this doesn't mean that changes are confirmed for 3.28. After all, we've had things from past Q&As that didn't really materialize, mostly due to circumstances changing the variable scope for updates, and what can and can't make it into said updates. But there's also an extra tidbit of information that may support these changes coming in 3.28.
Yeah, from speaking to Octavian about the tier 17 modifiers as well, I can tell they're kind of weighing on him, like he really wants to do stuff with them.
Now, unfortunately, I don't have any kind of recording of this because Octavian's stream VODs are turned off, but shout out to a moderator in my Discord, Chaos and Coffee, who mentioned the other day that he popped into Octavian's stream, and he said that he was hyped for what he was working on for 3.28.
Wait, so Octavian still streams? What? I remember watching Octavian like years ago before he got hired to work at Grinding Gear Games. So, oh, this is interesting. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to go find him again. What the hell? I would not have ever unfollowed him. So that's weird. I don't know. Okay, I'll have to look into that and see what that's all about. I just figured, I guess he wouldn't stream anymore since he works at Path of Exile. So, but I guess this says otherwise. So okay, wow, hell yeah, man.
To be clear, this could mean absolutely anything. It could be completely unrelated to tier 17 maps, but I wanted to mention it here considering what Ziggy D said in the Q&A, and based on the knowledge that Octavian works quite a bit on tier 17s in the past, so this may be another indicator for bigger changes on the horizon, but we'll just have to wait and see. The teasers for patch 3.28 should be starting very soon, and we'll know much more about the release come full reveal on February 26th. But that's going to be it for this video. Thanks for watching.
Awesome. Make sure to give Dreamcore subscribe to his channel on YouTube. Awesome video as always. Very well spoken, very detailed. Oh man, I can't wait. I can't wait to see what they've got for us. Hopefully it's right, just like they said in those interviews there. Hopefully they've got some changes to T17s and, you know, adjusting the obviously the crazy map modifiers. I don't know. Are they going to remove the sort of like fragments from tier 17s? Are we going to have to our way about farming Ubers, is that going to change? I'm very, very, very keen to see. Man. And you were saying, Kobaloy, make a horned scarab that makes them squishier, less damage, and less health, less resistance. Really? And less loot, but allows anyone to do tier 17s. That's... I think the better way to address is just find... I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just because these maps are supposed to be extra difficult, a step up from tier 16s, and they're supposed to be hard, but at the same time, you don't want to exclude certain players, and you know, you want to have everybody to feel like they can work towards mapping in tier 17s. So, boy, yeah, what I want to see is obviously, yes, addressing that whole situation, but obviously also scarabs, like seeing new scarabs, like, right? He talked about in the video the meta being like Trickster, Juggernaut, and just running Risk scarabs. We need to see new scarabs that can share that space, that same space as the risk scarab does. You know, give us those extra options, and not just have it feel like it's always necessary to just run risk. Risk is just the best. You can't run any other strategy. It's just stacking risk is just the best way to go. That needs to change too. Thanks for sharing that video. I enjoyed that. Always open to watch a video like that with you guys. But man, yeah, just gotta buckle in here for a couple weeks. Jeez, like I said, I wish I could. I'm not feeling it right now, right? I'm not I want to be playing PoE, but I'm just not. And I think you guys feel the same, and it's like, all right, gotta just play some Witcher or play something else in the meantime for a little while, a very, very little while. And boy, yeah, this next league could be a real big one. Could be a real big one. Always crazy hyped for those reveal streams, man. Oh boy. So let's continue with The Witcher, and we got a little over an hour and a half until the Diablo announcement. So we'll look for that.
Ah!
And as I try to figure out how to play The Witcher again after how many months, we'll
Merchant was right. Actually does look like a giant cat.
Who dissed Mr. Clean Haircut? yeah, I got a haircut today, yeah. Yeah.
Raining again.
Alright, we're just messing around on The Witcher here, Masaroka. Just waiting for some new PoE content, you know. Follow the imp.
Lots of fuss over lots of rain.
It's just been a bit since I've played it, so I gotta get the hang of things again.
Burn in the eternal fire!
Oi, beware the gutters.
Many thanks to you, Geralt.
Where did he go? Did I lose him? The heck? Follow the imp using your Witcher senses. Alright, trying to follow the footsteps here. Where? Oh, well, this is where it's. Oh, here we go.
Looks like the imp dropped some loot. Went this way.
Ah, what the hell? Wait, what? The heck? He went up on the wall?
Drop down into the moat. Trail ends here.
Oh, down there. I don't think I'm gonna die if I jump over this.
Paw prints end here. Boot prints start there. Could it be the Puss in Boots?
How's WoW coming along, Master Roka? Eagerly waiting, I know. Just like me with PoE expansion. You're eagerly waiting for
Doors
the
wide
launch.
open.
Are you gonna be doing? Are you guys anyone playing the expansion? Is it a midnight launch? I would assume. And are you guys gonna be going on midnight?
A letter? Well, well. Our imp's at least literate, if not outright educated. A Doppler. Explains a lot, and complicates matters. Need a good lead to track him down.
Find a way to track the Doppler using your Witcher senses. Okay.
A woman's blouse, a man's shirt, a child's shoes. But only one bed. Lavender. Strong scent. Enough to track him down.
Hey, what's for the good old days?
No one asked me most about Novigrad.
Bread too, but I dropped it. Decided not to go back.
Wise
Stairs
choice.
too high.
If anything happened to you, we'd go hungry.
Tankards too small. And the wenches are too bleeding
What's going on
large.
there?
And when I walk down the street...
Rare sight. An elf and a guard of the Eternal Fire having a friendly chat.
Friendly? Nothing further from the truth. This racist here has demanded to search me, for no reason at all.
You's a non-human. I need no other reason. Lucky I didn't find anything on you. Now piss off to the woods. Go play your flute.
That was some pretty bad acting. Really ought to explore other career options. Petty theft, maybe.
You dare insult an officer on duty? Let me give you some advice, mutant.
Look who's talking. I know you're a Doppler and a kleptomaniac.
Merchants put out a contract on me.
Always the same old shit.
Hey, wait.
Is that him there? Wait, where'd he go?
That
That's him there.
yours don't scare me.
Leave me be. I didn't even glance at her. Maybe.
Really want to see an angry witcher.
Do you?
Huh.
Damn, I look old.
Oh shit. I don't remember how to play this. Oh shit. Fuck.
How you like that?
Oh no. I don't remember how to. Wait a second. How do you... Oh, there. What's that? Oh, I got it. I got it. Yep, there we go. Forgot how to parry.
Please, stop. I surrender.
Might be able to look like a witcher, but that won't make you fight like one.
You're donning your skins enough to know what kind of man you are. What you feel.
I don't kill him, true. But then not everybody applies my rules, and not everyone's got my conscience. So start stealing somewhere else. Far from Novigrad, preferably. Golden age of Dopplers ended here a while ago.
I know. But I thought they'd not catch me. I thought myself too smart. Serves me right.
Return to the marketplace during the day. Okay, let's go. Let's go get our money.
Good
There's
grief.
just so much going on here in this game.
Leave him alone.
Oi, you a non-humanophile, is that it?
If there's one thing I hate, it's to repeat myself. Leave him be.
Hey, lads! Got one eager for a licking here. Let's show him what happens to freak lovers in Novigrad.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's one freak can't spit but hit another.
Come on, come closer.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Vatgern. If you hadn't intervened, they'd have snipped my ears like they did Phalar's. Or worse.
Take care of yourselves now.
Meaning? What would you have me do? Never leave my home? Step off the pavement to let a human pass?
Farewell.
Lingering like flies round shit instead of doing some honest work.
Okay, I gotta find a fast travel point here. Okay. Oh, we're not too far away. It's right over here.
Washed your hair lately?
Ah! Oh!
Ah, a Diablo pass. Help! Save me! I'm dying of poverty.
Ah, humans.
Greetings, master.
Problem solved. Convince the imp to go back to the
I have a
countryside
few
to tangle
mods.
horse manes and piss in milk, as tradition ordains.
I don't remember which ones I have.
And how would I know you speak the truth? No trophy, no reward.
Yeah,
There
I
better
do
be
have
one.
some mods.
Or you'll feel the invisible hand of
Remember
the
which
market
ones.
smack you so hard you won't be able
Oh,
to sit down
one of them
for a
is
week.
for the PS5 controller.
I'll give you half the agreed sum,
It's not really-
no more.
not
And
really
I'll
a-
not do business with you again.
in-game mod, but I definitely wanted to use my PS5 controller, so we got that.
Doing magic.
There's, yeah, I just don't remember where.
Mages, mutants, blasphemers, kobolds.
But yeah, there's so many mods. I was looking at them last time I was playing. Just an endless list of them. Oils don't. Oh, that might be one of them. I don't know how to double check. Let me see. Just so I can remember too, which mods that I have. Let's see if I can find them. Let's see. Here we go. No, I don't know. I don't know where to check. I don't even remember where to check. But I was looking at that. Yeah, let me see. Oils don't run out. Yeah, that's a huge one. Thought I had it somewhere, but I guess not. Guess I didn't save it. I definitely should have saved it just so I knew what I had. I guess I'll see. AutoCloud. Game saves. No. No, I can't find them. Oh, might have it here. Perhaps. Yeah, athlete. Yeah, done with Freesia. I got to take a break for now until the next league. Don't want to burn out. And just yeah, with the amount of time left in Freesia, I just pretty well ready for a break. Yeah. I gotta do it. I gotta do it so I don't burn out, you know. Oh, I think I found it. So I've got controller UI and no, I don't know what that is. No weight. Oh, that's right. No weight limit. So I don't. So I have endless space. So I guess I don't have the one for the oils, but that's okay. Yeah, what are you up to, athlete? Are you still doing Freesia? Are you taking a break too? I gotta do it. I gotta do it. If Freesia wasn't going on, I wouldn't be playing right now, anyways. So I'm glad Freesia happened, and I got what a 2 weeks out of that. And again, got to like practice for the next league start for the Penance brand. But just yeah, we're not so far away either. So take 2 weeks to just. I was saying earlier too. I'd like to play, but it's just we don't have anything new. Keepers is right 4 months at this point. So it's time to start making some content leading up to the leading up to the next, and just wait. Just gotta wait. Unfortunately, can't wait for that reveal stream. So yeah, I figure I've talked about it before, but other than PoE, like I don't really play anything else. You know, I've dabbled with The Witcher a little bit in the past. I've still only scratched the surface. Only level 15. I think this is my fallback game. I guess there's Diablo as well, of course. Diablo 2, Diablo 4. But that's kind of... that season's already over as well. So we're gonna see today what the next things to expect are from Diablo side of things. If there was something going on Diablo with Diablo 2 Resurrected, or Diablo Project Diablo 2, or Diablo 4, I'd probably be looking at that. But that's kind of just waiting for something new there as well. So I guess I figure The Witcher. And look at all these quests and shit I have. Holy crap. I think I just one by one knock these out. Talk to the warriors. Let's go.
Hey, Cotta.
Always try to do a fast travel if I can. Oh, it's just over here.
Oh, no.
Move it.
So, how'd it go with this healer? I was faffing about, minding my own business.
Still playing, having fun. Might be done in a day or so. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, you were working on the Blade Vortex, right? Is that what you were still doing there?
Remembering safe?
Why buy tomorrow what you can buy today?
Greetings.
Talk to the warriors. Where am I supposed to go? It's supposed to be right here.
This murderer is a demon sent by vengeful mages.
Go inside here. That's locked.
You know the Ballad of Wonder? It explores the eternal fire.
No. Oh, fuck, don't write him.
I'm watching you.
Real fire? Nuh-uh. It is too. And you smear ash on their lips first. That's why it don't hurt. That's all it takes.
Well, I don't know. I don't know who I'm supposed to talk to here. Supposed to be right here in front of me.
Eternal fire.
Huh. I don't know what that is.
You seen the new waitresses?
They're worth seeing. Thing. Must need someone to show me.
Yeah, let's do it. I don't know what's going on there. What the hell? Talk to Sven about the contracts. I don't understand. What the hell is going on here? Track quest. No, I am stumped here. I don't understand. Talk about the contract. Gotta roll. Thanks so much, brother. You have a great one, alright? Catch you around.
Greetings! I say.
You know the Ballad of Wanda, who stormed in Nilfgaardian?
Slow now. That's it, Roach.
I'd buy tomorrow what you can buy today.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. Try to do this one. Over here. Okay.
Hunter's quarters down. Don't worry though. My, what a freak.
Bill, save me. I'm dying.
I guess I should pick up these contracts from the bulletin. Should always do that.
And her lad deals fist tech. Whoa!
Ooh! Oh, damn!
What am I to do now?
Damage!
Pack her up and kiss my ass. First they killed my son, now they'll throw us out into the street.
Sick of it all. My great and hanging well you. Belt set with silver stuff. I'll have it for you next week.
Pansy all the way to the garden.
What, did you catch him?
No luck. Driving in slippery, the bugger, as quick as a tomcat. What do you want?
Want to see Rosa var Atra?
Oh, mate, if you only knew what I want. Miss Rosa don't see just anybody.
I'm Geralt of Rivia, a witcher.
Soon as Miss Rosa turns into a striker, I'm sure her papa will send for you. But she's not showing any symptoms yet, so I venture you're not needed. On your way now.
Find a way in. Okay.
By the prophet's wounds. A witcher. She's left herself nothing. Gave every last copper to the church.
Where did you hear that?
Come on, come on. Get up there. I guess that's not gonna work.
Just a bit more and I'll drop this job.
How is business?
Ah!
Oh.
Ow!
Youth these days. Hair-brained, all of them.
Baked potato. Okay.
Can't afford a barber. Oh my wares. So when she drinks the wine before she recovers, you wear little.
What? Ow!
You all right? You're pale as death.
Must have broken many a heart, eh, Dandy?
White one, take a gander over here.
No. Oh, fuck. Come right in.
I trusted a woman once, long ago. I was willing to give me one
Ah!
hand for her.
Wait a second. Where am I going here? Gotta go all the way over there. Come on, Roach. Come on now.
Ouch!
Game looks absolutely stunning. I think they did a graphics update, next gen update of some sort too, in the last year. My grief.
Duty calls. Come on, Roach.
Can't get over how good the game looks. God. Look at that blue sky.
Have a heart, sir.
Another one. Run along home with the rest.
Sir, show some mercy. We've not got nowhere to go. For us, it's Novigrad or death.
Had enough of you lot. Sod off, or I'll have you skewered.
They seem desperate. Let them through.
We're in for
Can't
a
see
fight.
any harm in it.
Fucking hell. How many times have I got to repeat this?
Fucking hell.
I've orders to turn back anyone who don't show a pass.
Alright, maybe we can make a deal. Let him pass if you know what's good for you. Damn right. Requires level 2 delusion. I've gotta It's got so many
Let 'em
levels to
through
get still, it's
before I get
insane.
angry.
Huh? That a threat? You'll not talk to me that way. Oh, no. We're done. Get him!
Oh, yes.
Defeat is Try to get round him!
Damn it!
This,
Butcher! Strike! Kill!
Time to end this.
What? Can't parry that? Wow. Almost died there. There we go. I think I got something having to do with
Thank
like
you.
food.
We got nowhere to go back to.
Life regen or something?
Novigrad. That's a chance of a new life.
Stay off the roads. Liable to run into another patrol.
Shan't be taken like that again. We'll be as careful as hares in a field. But you was cast in a different mold than us. More like the hero that lies in the tomb neath Crookback Hills. Tomb's in a cave in a hillside. Down Warren's at the foot of the hill. Folk say treasure inside's a sight to behold. Huge hoard. Might find something that suits you. Good luck. You wouldn't be so pale if you ate onions and oil.
Why don't you all just get off my back?
Alright, wait, let me look at my character sheets here. So I've got something, I think it's this. Yeah, eating food regenerates vitality for 20 minutes. Exploding shield. Quen shield pushes opponents back and deals damage. What was the thing? I think it was like, is this it? Gourmet? Yeah. 1 point available. Increase maximum vitality. I've got to see where, I got to plan out how I want to build it up. Form a fast melee attack. So that's 3 of 3, 3 of 3. Points in branch, 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, and this is 10. Arrow deflection. Deflect arrow while parrying. Blows landed during combat regenerate adrenaline. Each adrenaline point increases weapon damage. Adrenaline points lost upon taking damage is lowered by 100%. When vitality reaches 0, adrenaline points will immediately be consumed to restore it. The amount restored is based on the number of adrenaline points used. Allows you to perform strong melee attacks, perform fast melee attacks. Wolf School defensive techniques. Damage from hits received while dodging is reduced. After successful counterattack, the next... Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. I love parrying. Wait a second. Oh, upgrade. So let me look at the other. Let me look at the other trees as well. So these are. This is combat. This is signs. Have you ever played a Dark Souls game? I have not. I guess the. You might not consider it. I don't know what like gamers would consider it, but I really haven't. And the only thing that I guess you might say came close to it was Black Myth Wukong. I think that would be the closest thing, but I think some players would say that's really not a Dark Souls type game, but it's similar, but not exactly. Yeah, and I can understand that. I've seen the Dark Souls games. I've seen Elden Ring. Like, have you played Elden Ring styles? Like that's one I've just never done. I don't know. I've had The Witcher for so long, and I've just had this goal of completing The Witcher, and I'm so far from that. You've 100%ed Elden Ring. Wow, that's insane, dude. That's congratulations right there. And what about all the everything? There's like a sequel to it, right? Like what's it called? The Erd Tree or something, right? Sorry if I don't know it enough. But yeah, I don't know. Did you play Black Myth Wukong? That was everything to me. That was absolutely everything to me. I couldn't put it down. I absolutely loved that. And then they announced the I don't know if it's a sequel, but the next game in the series. Ah, God, I cannot wait. I cannot wait to play it. I want more. I want more of that. Exactly that. The gameplay, the combat, everything was just so incredible. You played Dark Souls 3 and Dark Souls Remastered. Sekiro. Ah, yeah. I think that might be. I don't know. I don't know. It's not that I don't think the Souls games are great. There's no argument there. I just don't know if I enjoy them. As crazy as that sounds, like I don't know if I would enjoy it. And maybe that's my PoE being a problem. I just love and it's hard for me to. I don't know. I should play them. Especially the Elden Ring. Especially that. But, I don't know. Sekiro, though. Yeah, Sekiro, I think that... Would you consider that a Dark Souls? I think that's more so in line with, like, the Dark Souls than maybe the Black Myth Wukong would be considered. I think I gotta try Sekiro. I think I gotta try that. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's just the whole thing and like I don't know. And I'm trying The Witcher. The Witcher's kind of like the Dark Souls where you've got to acquire things and you've got to put together a build. And Wukong was like that too, but I guess Wukong was a little more simplified maybe. In how it was like more streamlined and more linear with like just you go here, you're gonna go do this next, you go do this boss next. I don't know. I've got a Sekiro. And so Sekiro, just like Black Myth Wukong, there's no difficulty setting, right? It's just this is the game. Here you go. Is that what Sekiro is? I like and again, maybe it's the theme. Like Sekiro, you play as like a ninja or some samurai sort of warrior. Sekiro, yeah, I think that could be something I get into. No difficulty in Sekiro. It's just hard as shit, eh? Some of those bosses. Some of the bosses in Wukong were fucking difficult, man. But it was so much fun just bashing your head against and just go again until you finally just win. Oh man. Sekiro speedruns are insane. Oh my god, that must be insane to watch someone speedrun that. Knowing the difficulty. How long did it take you to beat it? You personally, just so I get an idea. Fiery Blast. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this delusion. There we go. Now I can put this here. There we go. Target does not move forwards. Or sorry, target does not move towards Geralt while he is casting Axii. Increases in effectiveness of Axii in dialogues. Reduced Axii's casting time. Failed Axii attempts stagger the target. Failed Axii attempts stagger the target. That's pretty crazy. Okay. I've already got that. About 25 hours only. Oh, okay. That ain't bad. That ain't so bad. I could get into that. I could totally see myself doing that. Okay, we gotta use some mutagens here. +5 sign intensity. What do we got here? What's this one? +10. +5 attack power. I'm just gonna go sign intensity, I think. Oh, I don't have the slots open. How do you unlock those slots? Let's see. It's level 16 here. Level 28. Okay. Niho 3. Yeah, I've seen that on Twitch. Yeah, that's been like the popular game recently, from what I'm seeing. And that kind of looks like a Japanese, like the samurai sort of looking. That's what I've kind of seen. Another game classified as a Souls-like. Oh, is that right? Oh, is that really what it's like? Oh, I wasn't too sure what it was like. I didn't think it would be like considered a Souls-like though. So there, now we get to deflect arrows while parrying. Okay. Never played it. Oh, so and it's Niho 3. So it's the third of its. That's interesting. What the hell?
Giddy up.
What the fuck is this? It was easier to control this darn horse. Can't even move with this.
Come on, Roach.
This is annoying. What the hell? Oh my god. I gotta make a list. I kind of gotta make a list of games to just jump into whenever I go on a break from PoE. Gotta have that backup. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, it's a horse race.
Well, enough.
That's it, Roach.
Okay, who are we meeting here? This guy?
I see you managed to find the place.
Not that hard. It's not exactly a small concealed hovel.
I must say, of all the creatures in this region, I find steeds most intriguing. Horses interest you at all, Witcher?
All the same to me. Call each one I ride Roach.
Strange. The grey is Cantarella, sired by Cahir, the champion from Vol.
Yeah. Gray's a good color. Even looks good on horses.
My coin's on the Black Stallion, Nemrod, purest Nilfgaardian stock.
Surprised he didn't salute you, General. Seem to know your horses.
I find them to be far more honest than men. Must say, I'm curious how you manage in the saddle, Witcher.
Mostly just try to stay in it.
What would you say to a little race?
Not what I came here for.
Don't make me beg, Witcher. Tell you what, win, and I shall give you my finest saddle.
Oh yeah, I
made
gotta
in
do
Nilfgaard
this.
proper of beautifully tanned leather.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Why not? Wouldn't mind seeing if your knowledge of horses translates into...
Ha! Splendid!
I don't know. I don't know what to choose.
Redanian chestnut looks promising.
In that case, I shall try the horse is a saddle.
Alright, see if I can win this and win a new saddle. That'd be cool. I don't know what a new saddle would give me. Any bonuses? Maybe increased speed or something?
Riders, ready!
3, 2, 1.
Come on, Witcher!
Go!
Let's go!
Go! Okay. Let's see if we can manage this. It's tricky having to look up the mini-map like that. Make sure. Follow the yellow line, I guess. Oh no, we're running out of stamina.
Don't spare the horse!
No.
I adore the speed, the rush of air. Come on, Witcher. Let's see what you're made of.
I got it. I got it.
Don't spend.
Yes.
The roach I chose put in a nice run.
Exceptional. I've not lost a race in a while. I congratulate you. That is yours.
Superior racing saddle. Oh, maybe it's only for
look!
racing?
Lady Latar has just arrived.
Okay.
Who?
The woman formerly known as Molly. There she stands.
Right.
I shall be here for a time.
Who do you favor, milady?
Can't decide between the black stallion and the grey mare. Keep going back and forth, back and forth. Sorry, don't believe we've been introduced.
I'm Geralt.
Geralt! That Geralt! The one Dandelion's rescued time and time again.
That's right. Except it's the other way around.
Mean to say it weren't Dandelion's sake?
What? Dandelion couldn't... Never...
No. Sadly, I haven't got a clue. Ever since I became Lady Latard, it's been nothing but balls, banquets, and other such... congregation. But... or maybe his sister could help you. Such a nice girl.
Beware, Dandelion doesn't have a sister.
You do realize Dandelion doesn't have a sister.
Sure he does. Saw him myself. Funny, she don't look like him at all. Blonde, for starters. Maybe they've different fathers.
Mm-hmm. Different mothers, too.
Maybe. But you could see he cares for her. Looks after her. The way he carried her packages and...
Know where I can find her, Dandelion's sister?
I know. Whenever I asked Dandelion when we'd visit her, he'd grow all quiet and then change the subject.
Any chance you remember your last conversation with Dandelion?
Course. He came to borrow some coin for a barge.
What? Why do you need a barge?
To take me on a romantic cruise of the canals by the light of the moon. Said there'd be strawberries and that wine with the bubbles, and he'd sing me arias.
I'm under the impression Dandelion thinks you still serve the Lavalettes, and your husband has nothing against...
Of course not. Sweetie can...
Thanks, Molly.
Wait. Before... Dandelion told me once he'd show me his etchings, but he never did. And I'd so like to see them.
Won't be too hard to convince him. He loves showing off those etchings.
Oh, that's wonderful!
Find a way into...
Ah, Geralt, there you are.
Gladly. It's a long way to Novigrad. Road ought to seem shorter.
I'd say the same.
Yeah, I think it's highly likely I check out that Sekiro. Shadows Die Twice. I think that's one that's piqued my interest for a while. That's kind of just been in the back.
And here
back
we
of my
are.
mind.
Thank you for your company.
Likewise. See ya.
Just this morning, my vicar came back from the market with news. Some mysterious murders happening in some house.
You're great with the imagination of a drunk troop.
I'll have it for you next week. She never lies about serious.
You also told me to come.
Don't.
This piece is overripe.
Okay, we gotta figure out how to get into this.
Power of this flame can bring us
genre.
Remember, good folk.
Gotta be a way to get up on the roof or something.
Do more evil than 1,000 believers.
Climb up the pole here and.
Never sleep.
It's not gonna let me
Let us
get up
save
on the
our
roof.
beloved Novigrad.
This isn't Assassin's Creed, so.
As long as they pay.
How the fuck do I get up there? Do some mountain climbing, maybe? Oh, yeah, maybe over right here. You've been waiting to try. Oh, fuck, that's right. There's that game too that obviously I know nothing about other than it's a masterpiece. It's insane. I've been waiting to try Clair Obscur since it's, yeah, I know, I feel like I'm, like on the outside looking in, because like everyone's played it and everyone knows about it, and then I'm like, I don't know anything other than like it's fucking incredible. So yeah, there's that as well. I don't even know. I know nothing about the game, like not a thing. I know it's got a good soundtrack and that's it. Am I gonna be able to? Looks like I'm going the right way here. Yeah, I think this looks right. Oh, we got a love letter. Okay. Here we go. I really just want the next part of the Black Myth series.
Fancy men like me, whole town's going on about it.
Style.
So no point playing hard to get, Sugar Puss.
It's Lady Varatra to you. And I'd advise you to sod off, Sugar Puss, before I report this to Papa.
Okay, we have to find a key. Are you serious? Oh no. Yeah, I did play Wukong.
Who are
Yep.
you?
Why
are you here? Answer this instant or I'll summon the guards.
Absolutely loved it. Favorite.
Sorry to sneak
outside
in,
of
miss.
PoE,
I'm
that's...
Geralt, a friend of the bard Dandelion.
Geralt of Rivia? The famed
That
witcher
was-
of the ballads?
Yeah, my
What are you
absolute
doing here,
favorite, yep.
vagrant? How'd you get
Played
in?
it all the way through.
I
Everything.
let no one in the
100%
front, my
completed,
lady. I
yep.
swear it on the great sun.
Not a word. I'll handle this.
Fucking
Hold your tongue, sir.
amazing. If you haven't
This-
played it, you gotta play it, man.
This is Frederick Francis de Bergerac, my new swordplay instructor, correct? Show him to the training room. I shall join him shortly.
But my lady's a witcher. Said so himself, but...
Captain, do you truly believe Rosa Varatra would train with random clods calling themselves sword masters? No. Take him to the training room. Now.
As you say, miss.
It's on sale? Oh, no kidding. Yeah. Again, if you don't, like, because it's not that true Souls-like, so I don't know how you'll feel about that, but... fuck, I loved it, man. I absolutely loved it. It was amazing. Just the visuals, just everything about it, man. Just also the lore, like, right, the whole lore about the journey to the west, the Chinese folklore. That's I just love that. I absolutely love that. That story of the Destined One and the Monkey King. Like, good grief, and that just couldn't put it down. Could not put it down. I did not do the new game plus. I don't usually do that, but yeah, I knocked that out pretty quick. That was a lot of fun, and just had to keep seeing what came next.
What you've got yourself into.
Hope so too.
Miss Rose has got a downright beastly temper.
Need to wait for the next.
Shows no mercy once she grips a sword.
The next game in the series, which I don't remember the title, but they announced the title of it. Zong Kui. I think is what it is.
Take care not to
Zong Kui.
hurt the little miss. You'll earn the ambassador's ire. Follow me.
Okay, we're following you. Let's go.
You're
yeah,
my
I'm
new
probably gonna look
instructor.
for the second row.
Well, Papa clearly went out of his way this time.
I'll scoop that up.
Wood, to start with. I must know your work.
I'll put it on the wish list. Can't use my signs in this, can I? No, that'd be cheating. It's just a sparring match, it looks like.
Why bother with two swords when you can barely handle one?
I just love the parrying. Oh, it's just so clean.
How long you gonna make me wait?
Stop flaunting and fight! Damn it! Well fought. You're much better than the last one.
I'm not actually your swordplay instructor.
Really? Then who are you? And how on earth did you get in?
It's almost time for the Diablo stream. I'm gonna check it. It's coming up. It's coming up here. Probably gonna be live shortly. Cannot wait to see what they've got here. Oh, I get to see the new class.
I'm a witcher. I'm looking...
A witcher? That's splendid. I always wanted to meet a witcher. This is so exciting.
What's so exciting about it?
Living on the edge. Tracking, then facing down beasts. Sleeping under the stars. Oh, it must be wonderful.
Try fighting a Zoogle while up to your neck in sewage. Nothing quite...
Not one of the high points, I suppose. Wait, weren't you about to ask me something?
Came to ask about your rhetoric tutor, Dandelion.
Rhetoric tutor? Good one. That is why Papa hired him, but not at all what the bard had in mind. He mostly played his lute and sang for us. I believe he thought he was wooing.
Mean he wasn't? But you had some sort of relationship?
If you call him chasing after me a relationship. Even so, there was nothing between us. Seems my sisters had a bit of fun at our expense. But enough chatter. Stand and fight. I demand a rematch.
Again?
Not your lucky day.
Okay.
What? Lost your nerve?
Why bother with two swords when you can barely handle one? Stop flaunting and fight! Damn it! Well, if you're not an instructor, you should certainly be one. Fancy giving me a few private lessons?
Too busy.
Sorry. Gotta say no. Schedule's packed just now.
As you wish. What are you two lovebirds whispering about? You asked about my relationship with Dandelion? Well, here's the mix-up's mastermind. Edna var Atra, the greatest mischief maker north or south of the Yaruga.
Sorry, you lost me.
You're not the first to be confused. I'll explain. Edna sent Dandelion some love letters. She signed my name. Conceited as he is, naturally he fell for it. I was left to repel the aging bard's advances. Rosa, I had the best of intentions, you know that. I felt you needed help taking the first step. You blushed every time he sang a ballad. He'll next sing at your funeral if you don't stop it right now.
Calm down, ladies. No poet's worth two sisters nipping at each other's throats.
Especially not this one.
Listen, I just want to know one thing. Either of you seen Dandelion lately?
Edna might have. My dear sister, I would never spend time alone with a man for whom you burn with passion? For one who incessantly praises another woman's talents? Afraid I've more sense than that.
Who'd Dandelion sing about? Know anything about her?
I believe she's a poetess, or trabaritz. Very skilled and exceptionally talented, of course.
This woman. Not a local, right?
I seem to remember him praising her melodious Kaviri accent. Makes sense. He referred to her as Kalonetta a few times. Bizarre names are common in Kavir.
Gotta ask Zoltan about this, Kellen. Been a pleasure, but I've got stuff to take care of.
Exceedingly nice to meet. Well, can I expect any more lessons?
Sorry, Rosa. Afraid I can't at the moment.
Farewell, then. Oh, payment for your time.
Okay, we're gonna turn on the Diablo stream now. Get ready for it.
Sick of it all.
How do you get out of here? How do you get out of this way? Okay. I don't think... Let's just do a save. There we go. Let's exit out and get ready for the stream here. Doom, 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 doom. Where is it? They're not even live yet. They're still not even live. What? I figured they'd have their live stream up still by now. Huh. All right. Gonna switch the categories. Hey, Misku. Yeah, we just did a little bit of Witcher. Now we're getting ready for the Diablo event here. That's gonna go live. Had to get the hang of things again. It's been a long time since I played Witcher. Yeah, I'll be doing some more. Probably go right back to it. I think after this stream, after they're done with the stream. But I think that's what I'll play until the next PoE season starts. Pretty sure. I don't know what else. I don't know what else I really would play. It's just right. It's that other game that's just there for me. It doesn't satisfy the like PoE does, but because it's obviously it's just such a different game, and I don't play much other games, other types of games, So yeah, I am done with Freesia. I'm done now. Pretty much on to other games now until PoE starts up again. Don't want to burn out, right? I don't want to force myself to just keep playing. No, I'm ready to be done until the next league. What about you? Are you still enjoying Freesia? Just waiting for the Diablo stream to go up here. Should be coming up any second, I would think. Right? Heck is going on? Yeah, I got what I wanted out of Freesia. I enjoyed it. But just waiting for that full league experience again, you know, the real deal. I think what I'll do, we've still got what, 10 minutes? Yeah. Oh, there they go. There we go. Here it is here. Here we go. Still, oh yeah, you're gonna get, I forgot, you're gonna get level 90. So go, hell yeah, go do that. And tell us what you get in the mystery box. Still at 86. Getting these last levels, yeah. Playing just for the sake of getting the levels. Yeah, I know. That's what I feel, right? Like I'm just playing because, like, just waiting for the next league to start, you know. But I did. I had intentions with the event, and I kind of accomplished those. I crafted some stuff. I just got what I wanted out of the event. So, wait. It says you are not allowed to co-stream? You are not allowed to co-stream the broadcast? Really? What? Is that real? You are not allowed to co-stream. The heck? Literally everyone's gonna do that. What? I've never seen that before. Interesting. That's weird. The heck? You are not allowed to co-stream. That can't be right. Hold on. Let me double check on that. Let me just do one of these here. What does it say in their blog post? I mean, yeah. For the first time, Diablo bench. Is that real? You can't co-stream? What? Hold on here. There's no way. It doesn't make any sense. You can definitely stream it, right? Is that just the knock thing? Is that just the knock thing that's next to the title? Where? This thing here? Yeah, everyone's streaming it, right? I mean, that's what streamers do. But I've never seen that before. You are not allowed. Yeah, no. Oh, okay. I'm gonna get a coffee. It's 7 minutes. That's just bizarre. That's just strange, isn't it? What the frick? Yeah, we're gonna stream it. That's not gonna change. All right. Let me go get a coffee and we'll be back in a minute. Oh, this is gonna be crazy, man. Holy crap. Oh my gosh, I made it. I made it. I don't think it's anything we haven't seen yet, right? This looks, yeah. Okay. How's the volume? Volume okay? Here we go, here we go. Here we go, friends. Oh, this is gonna be big. This is a big, I've been waiting for this.
Welcome to the Diablo Spotlight. This year, we'll be hitting an incredible milestone, 30 years of Diablo. Over 3 decades, we've experienced 5 different Diablo titles, each its own expression of Sanctuary. We've embraced new evolutions in technology and the action RPG genre. Our latest installment, Diablo 4, recently revealed its next chapter, Lord of Hatred. The grand face-off with Mephisto is coming. Prepare for the reckoning, because this is a battle you do not want to miss. Diablo Immortal is also heating up. The First and Last King brought us major updates to the storyline, the full release of the new Sharval Wilds, and new Heliquary bosses. The Immortal team will be joining us today to share more about what's coming up this year. Then there's Diablo 2. This game means so much to me. Diablo 2 Resurrected was the first game that I worked on right here at Blizzard. The original game is what got many of us into the ARPG space and still stands today as the pinnacle experience for those of us who love the genre. If you're here for Resurrected, hold on to your health potions, folks. Topping it all off, this is a BlizzCon year. Today's Spotlight kicks off Diablo's road to BlizzCon 2026, and we're thrilled to have you with us. To start this 30th anniversary celebration, we have a very special, very dark surprise.
How can knowledge be evil if it saves a soul? Should a king tell us how to fight? The church, they uphold the light while we die in the shadows. I denounce the light. I now seek power.
This is the new class.
Salvation in
the new class
scripture.
In Diablo 4.
I am a heretic. I
Blood
break
mage.
the bones of the damned.
It's a blood mage, man.
Build altars of blood to call the darkness.
I have walked amongst demons, found strength in shadow, kinship and madness. Damn the light. I will suffer my own path. I will learn the foul ways of a forbidden
Look at
tongue.
this. This is a blood mage.
To bind them as a tool of my vengeance.
Whoa. Holy shit.
Brandos traitor. Outlaw. Warlock.
Let them hang us for what we've done.
But when darkness comes for us, it will see hell screaming back.
There it is. Warlock class in Diablo 4. Oh, look at that. Diablo 2 Reign of the Warlock. So there's a new Warlock class in Diablo 2? Holy shit. Holy crap. No way. They actually gave us a new class in Diablo 2? Holy shit.
I get chills every time I see that, and the team has been all in bringing this to life.
Absolutely. The amount of effort and passion poured into this update has been a true labor of love.
That takes me back to when you and I first started working together on Diablo 2 Resurrected, and I got to see firsthand how deeply you and the team care about this game and the community.
It's amazing to see how far we've come, and that this community is still here, still active, and still loving the game.
Possibly.
With that, we're so excited to announce Reign of the Warlock, a brand new major update for Diablo 2 Resurrected. This is the first time in 25 years that Diablo 2 is receiving a new playable class. I've seen so many sunrises playing this game, beginning from when I was a teenager. I still haven't put this game down decades later. To bring the Warlock to life in Diablo 2 Resurrected and see it manifest across Diablo 4 and Diablo Immortal is a massive dream come true. Being able to provide even more for the Diablo 2 community is very special to us.
Diablo 2 has an incredible legacy, and with Reign of the Warlock, Resurrected is stepping into its next era.
As the 8th class for Diablo 2,
no way.
The Warlock is disciplined, ominous, and incredibly knowledgeable. For years, the Warlock lingered in the shadows, studying secrets no mortal should know. Now, they abandon theory for practice, bringing their dark craft to the battlefield. When it comes to gameplay, the Warlock dominates demons, binding them to his will and consuming them when it suits him.
Wow.
First, summoning. Warlocks can summon 3 distinct demons: the Goatman, the Tainted, and the Defiler. Each is a different tool in the Warlock's arsenal. But the summoning is just the beginning. The depth lies in his ability to bind or consume nearly any demon found in the game. Binding a demon allows the Warlock to benefit from the demon's unique abilities. You can only bind one demon at a time, but doing so strengthens both the demon and the Warlock. You can also make the choice to consume the demon, remove the demon from play, and literally absorb their essence. This grants the Warlock temporary buffs and traits that can vary between what demon you consume. No matter what demon you draw in, you'll gain increased life and movement speed. Some may grant plus to all skills, some may even grant auras.
And that's just the beginning. Between summoning, binding, and consuming, we're talking hundreds of combinations. And the best part is you can mix and match. Bind a demon for its aura, then absorb another for its resistances before summoning a third to fight by your side. It's a sandbox of dark magic. Outside of mastering demonology, the Warlock can also be a pure caster who channels chaotic magic, hellfire, and destruction.
Yeah, holy. So pretty much just
We're
like
thrilled to introduce
Warlock
a
from World of
bold new
Warcraft.
way for players to embody the Warlock fantasy, an approach that blends dark mysticism with raw power. In close quarters combat, the Warlock manipulates weapons with his mind, levitating and hexing two-handed weapons with a flick of his wrist. Our Warlock class is a challenge, a puzzle, and a reward, all wrapped up in a brooding scholarly package.
But Reign of the Warlock isn't just about the new class. The team has also been dropping evolutions in gameplay as well as some quality of life updates. Let's start with one of our favorite playgrounds, Terror Zones. In Reign of the Warlock, there's a new way to control the battle. You have the ability to earn consumables and choose which act becomes terrorized. While an act is terrorized, every zone within it becomes supercharged, offering an elevated difficulty and greater rewards. This puts you back in the driver's seat when reaching the highest levels in the game. And the consumables required to activate them are fully tradable with other players.
In Hell difficulty, you'll encounter something new, Heralds of Terror. These hunters stalk players like easy prey, and each one becomes exponentially more dangerous the next time it finds you in a game. Conquer a terrorized act boss, and you'll have a chance to uncover statues that reference something familiar, but in a new way. Combine all 5 statues in the Herodric Cube to unlock a brand new pinnacle boss encounter against the Colossal Ancients.
Uber Ancients. Wow. That's cool.
Colossal Ancients are a big deal. These battles are tough and designed to push your skills and builds to the next level. We put you in control, letting you choose how and where you want to play, with a truly legendary goal to chase. Colossal Ancients are built as a next evolution of a feature that Diablo 2 players already love. They keep the spirit of the classic experience intact while layering in more control, more challenge, and more reward.
Reign of the Warlock also contains many quality of life features you've been asking for. Let's start with loot filters. These are built directly into the game. No external mods, no third-party tools. You can create your own, share them with friends, or grab community presets like Start a Warlock and plug them right in. It's simple, flexible, and totally community-driven.
Then there's advanced stash tabs. We've added more of them, and for the first time ever, items in your stash can be stacked. No more juggling 99 gems across 4 pages. You'll find dedicated tabs for materials, gems, and runes. It's cleaner, faster, and way less tedious.
Finally, the Chronicle. Players have been tracking their collections in spreadsheets and third-party websites for years. Now, we've brought that experience in-game. The Chronicle lets you track every item you've ever collected.
Cool.
Uniques, sets, rune words, all in a freshly
How much
designed
is it gonna
UI
cost?
that even tells you when and where you found
What's it gonna cost?
Most importantly, you'll unlock rewards you can
That's all
show
everyone
off to your
wants to know.
friends.
Is this free or is it gonna be?
We also wanted to honor the way
Yep.
people have played Diablo
We're gonna
2
get D4
for
stuff
decades.
here shortly at Master.
Whether you prefer Diablo 2 Classic
think.
or want to keep playing Resurrected, you can. Reign of the Warlock lives in the same client, with your existing characters safely separated.
If you want to bring your character forward, you can transfer it. If you got a character in Classic, move it to Resurrected. If you've been grinding in Resurrected, carry it into Reign of the Warlock. You can't go
think they're gonna
backwards,
show the new
but you can
class, yeah.
always go forward on your terms.
They kind of just did.
Reign of
show
the
it, I
Warlock
think.
wasn't built in a vacuum. Creators like Mr. Llama, Gymnasium, BT, and Kano have been deep in the dungeons with us, playtesting, theory crafting, and giving feedback on everything from class fantasy to stash flow. So if you've ever played Diablo 2, no matter when you first journeyed into Sanctuary, this is your moment. Come celebrate with us. Reign of the Warlock brings brand new ways to play for everyone.
Are they gonna
And we
charge,
can't
though,
wait
or
to
is
see
it gonna
more
be free?
sunrises with this community now and for the years to come. But we've been saving the best for last.
Oh, what else is
Reign of the Warlock will be live today.
Oh, wow. But is it free? Is it free? I doubt it. There's no way they're gonna make it free, right? There's no way.
This is all hell.
Here's the new class for Diablo 2, Messerok, if you didn't catch
Let us
it.
begin.
Believe it or not, they revealed another. Here we go. We're gonna find out. Is this free? There's no way they're gonna. There's no way. Right? I mean, that would be epic if they did this. That would be the biggest curveball, right? Let's see. Let's see. Are they gonna? It'd be a crazy surprise if this is a free update. Free. I mean, it's a new class, right? So you've seen. Okay. New unique item. New unique item. Void. New rune word. Enhanced stash. Loot tracking. Enhanced stash. Yeah. What's the loot tracking? Oh, that's the Chronicle thing. That's what this is. Really cool. Really cool. I mean, yeah, this should have been. If you're gonna do a remaster, like you've gotta like add to it, right? You don't just remaster in that. No. It looks like it's free, you guys. Oh, wait.
Dive into Diablo 2 Resurrected right now on Battle.net, PlayStation, Xbox, and Switch. Plus, with your purchase of Reign of the Warlock, unlock some exclusive cosmetics for Diablo 4 and World of Warcraft to show off your dark allegiance across realms. So get in the fight and stop bending demons to your will.
How much does
so
it cost?
So there you have it. We've kicked off the 30th anniversary with a huge
$50?
update to Diablo 2 Resurrected. But the celebration doesn't stop there. Starting today, you can enter our Voice the Warlock contest on Instagram. It'll be judged by the Warlock himself, Rahul Kohli. If you want to join, tag @PlayDiablo and add #VoiceTheWarlock for a chance for you and a friend to win a trip to London for Diablo's Infernal Symphony on June 6th, 2026. Official contest details are available on our blog.
You love how this has
Next
better
up for our
quality
30th
light features
anniversary
than D4?
celebration, let's turn our attention to
see what
Diablo
they've
Immortal,
got to
a
D4.
perfect bridge connecting the
I guess they're doing
legendary
Diablo
tales
Immortal
of
next.
Diablo 2 and
Obviously, I have
Diablo
no
3.
interest in that, but I'm guessing Diablo 4 will come after this. $23 for you. We have regional pricing. Okay. I'm trying to see what...
Diablo Immortal is 3 years into its legendary journey. It's been incredible to see millions of players carve their path through Sanctuary, and somehow, the demons still haven't learned their lesson.
Not for lack of trying on our end. You all have been relentless.
I don't
And if you're
see
joining
any
us for the first time,
any information on
welcome.
it yet.
Diablo Immortal was created to bring that classic Diablo dungeon-delving, loot-chasing magic to the small screen. And for many of us on the development
Okay, there it is,
team,
you guys.
it's a love letter.
9 minutes until
to the
Diablo
moment
4.
we first stepped into Sanctuary.
I remember my first step vividly. My brother was actually the one who introduced me to the game. He told me it's a really, really fun game, but it might just be a little too scary for 13-year-old me. I spent a couple of months sitting on the sidelines, watching my brother brave the horrors I couldn't face quite yet. Today, I am pleased to say I overcame my fear and fell in love with Sanctuary. And my brother, he now works in finance.
Trying to search for it.
I am
I
so
don't
proud
see...
to be part of the Immortal team, which is why I'm
information
happy
on
to
the-
kick off our anniversary celebration by announcing the arrival of our very own Warlock.
After
I'm
the
guessing
events
it's
of
around
Diablo
30
2,
bucks. Yep.
the rediscovery of Vizdorai
Cheers to you
magic has
guys.
spread. Our Warlock is even more reckless with this dark power than her predecessors. She's here to save the world, but she's going to do it her way, wielding the tools of hell to push back Sanctuary's demons.
Warlock for all
In her
Diablo
eyes,
games.
anyone who
That
refuses to
works.
fight fire with fire is simply naive. She's not hiding
If
her
you wanna
powers
see-
away.
see
She's
what it looks like in
daring
D4.
to challenge her.
We built the
pretty
Warlock
cool.
for our players who love hovering
pretty
on
cool.
that very thin
What do-
line
what do we
between
think? First
hero
impressions already?
and villain. When it comes to power, the
pretty
Warlock
cool.
practices
Yeah.
the ancient art of the Vizdorai. Magic
Summoning
so
demons.
dark,
I mean, it's just
it was
like-
buried
just like
beneath
the
Sanctuary
WoW.
long ago. In Immortal,
It's just like the
that
WoW
legacy lives on.
Warlock,
She can
pretty
open
much, right?
portals to hell,
Demonology,
summon demonic
casting
weapons
hellfire.
from the Hellforge, and of course, command demons. At the heart of her arsenal is the Soul Gorger, a beast powered by devouring other demons and absorbing their trades. We've designed a monstrous maw that stretches from its mouth all the way to its stomach, so when it consumes, it's a full body transformation. And her mastery of brutal powers doesn't just stop there. In her main hand, it's a demon head, not just a scalp, a literal freaking demon skull. In her offhand, a sacrificial blade. These unique weapons fuel multiple skills, spewing fire, slashing holes in reality, and summoning and chaining demons.
Alongside the Warlock, we're also releasing a dedicated origin quest, a little appetizer that explores her backstory. It's a journey into the shadows and a chance to understand what drives our new class. We'll have more updates as development continues.
Now let's talk about a Warlock-centric location. Loot Golem is back and grimmer than ever before. We've honored the legacy of Diablo 2 Resurrected by preserving key landmarks, the gates, the central plaza, and the architecture that defined the city for a generation of players. But because this is Diablo, its beauty
Literally
and
everyone's
history have
co-streaming
now
it,
been
so I don't know what the
desecrated
deal is
by a
with the
demonic
little
occupation.
thing on the
We've
top,
also
right?
expanded and split the city into two districts, the Common Ward and the High Ward. The common word is chaos incarnate.
Maybe only some
Graffiti of
streamers
blood,
are allowed to.
hanging bodies, and corruption
allowed to do it?
seeping through the sewers. It's a bustling town where you meet a motley crew of artisans. Elzix, Farah, Drognin, Meshith, Atma, and many others.
By contrast, the High Ward is eerie in its elegance. The buildings are refined, but darkness has soaked into their stones. To move Luke Olane's architecture forward in time, we took inspiration from real-world Moroccan cities with vibrant patterns and rich textures in every corner. They create a stark contrast with the layers of violence and decay that define everything in Sanctuary. And beneath Luke Olane, in its dungeons, you'll find carvings of Vizjerai runes, remnants of the ancient summoners who practiced their dangerous arts here in secret.
I heard about
The
that.
Warlock story is literally carved into the undercity of Lut Golin. The more you explore, the more you'll uncover the truth about a dangerous power that's only as good as its wielder, a legacy of mastering dark forces and sometimes being mastered by them.
We're nearly ready to put the Warlock into your hands. The class is scheduled to arrive this June. In addition to the Warlock, we've got other world-shaping stories coming to Immortal this year, and they begin with our next big bad. We're witnessing the triumphant return of the Maiden of Anguish, the Demon Queen Andariel. In Immortal's story, Andariel is 10 steps ahead of us. She's conquered Luke Olane and sent her barges sweeping across Sanctuary, abducting people
Andariel,
to drink in the anguish of an
seen her
entire
enough times,
world.
you know?
For what purpose? You'll have to play to find out. With Andariel, we're emphasizing the horror of fighting a being that wants you to drown in your own torment. Not just the scary things you see, but the ones you feel in your gut. Everywhere that Andariel touches becomes claustrophobic and harrowing.
To make Andariel's anguish-inducing design instantly recognizable, we've refreshed her classic look. She's domineering, equal parts regal, and sadistic. And she hasn't forgotten how things ended for her.
Let's move on to
last time she
the
walked
real
Sanctuary.
stuff, you know.
Now, she's driven by nothing less than a desire for
I'm sure
dark
Diablo Immortal has its
godhood,
audience,
to
but
stand
like
supreme among her
that's
brothers
not what we're here
with a new approach to the eternal
3 minutes here,
conflict.
guys. 3 minutes.
Our story in Immortal's 4th year sends familiar places and people into an era unlike anything Sanctuary has yet seen.
We've got a packed year ahead, and our roadmap deepens the world of Diablo Immortal even further. Beyond the Warlock and the expansion of Lut Golin, we'll be rolling out a new subzone each quarter,
saving the best for last,
complete
maybe.
with wanted
Diablo 4.
monsters and bounties. We're also adding a new battleground event and continuing to improve the system, drawing upon your feedback. We'll be making updates to classic zone events, summoning new Helcori bosses, adding new ambient quests, and improving the pity timer for legendary gem drops. And we'll share more as we get closer.
We want story and gameplay to move together, with each update pushing our boundaries and making Sanctuary feel more alive.
To celebrate today's spotlight, we've got a promo code available for all players. And whether you've been with us for a while or jumping in for the first time, join us on our Discord and be part of the conversation. This 4th year story in Diablo Immortal is a tentpole moment, scattered with heroes,
Rax is also
villains,
co-streaming
big piles of corpses,
stream here,
and
it
let's
says
be honest,
he also has that
even
message.
bigger piles of loot.
Why does Rax?
You know, much like
why
Emil,
is Rax
playing
not allowed
Diablo
to stream
at 13
like what?
haunted me, in a good way.
So I think if
woke me up
he's
to
if he's
the Gothic
co-streaming it
style
and he's
that
not
I
allowed,
still love
I'm sure
so
I'm
much
fine.
today. It was fast-paced, transgressive,
that's just weird.
and it had the
I don't
best character progression of anything
wouldn't
I've
Rax
ever
be allowed to
played.
co-stream?
Diablo
He's
was
literally a
revolution
Diablo partner.
in the way I thought about RPGs.
Check W.
The beauty of Sanctuary is that it's hope tangled with terror at every turn. As designers, we're hungry to answer the big questions about this world. What kind of earth-shattering events lead to the era Deckard Cain called the end of days?
And what scars run so deep that people would rather barricade their doors than risk the world
Blizzard
outside?
just doesn't like
What demonic plots reshape Sanctuary and set up the age of Diablo
That's crazy.
3?
I don't know.
What ushers
crazy.
in
So
the
insanely
time
crazy to
of the
me.
Nephilim. We've barely scratched the surface, and there's so much more on the horizon for Diablo Immortal thanks to you.
Well, hopefully I don't
We want to give a massive thank you to all our players for sticking with
get in
us
trouble or
and
something.
helping
I
make
don't know.
Sanctuary what it is today. We're so happy that you're part
Yep.
of Diablo's
We're ready to
30-year
move
legacy.
on to.
Now let's turn our gaze toward Diablo 4.
Thank you.
We're
Here we
about
go.
to introduce the second new class in Lord of Hatred, dig into brand new features, and talk about big updates coming to endgame and core
Yep.
systems.
Yep, guys.
Let's
If
get into it.
I go offline, just know it's been great. It's been a pleasure. Hoping that doesn't happen, but yeah. I
Diablo
don't
4
know.
has come a long
Here we go. I'll
way
try to
since
keep it
launch.
quiet.
It's been amazing to see this game grow into something bigger, sharper, and more ambitious than ever. And honestly, Zavin, one of my favorite things is to see players push every system we build to its limits.
Yeah, our players don't sit on the sidelines. In fact, I'm sure they're all over the comments section right now. And we love it. It helps us understand not just what's working, but where we can evolve.
This expansion builds on everything we've learned so far. Class balance, endgame, core systems. This is our chance to take all of those core pillars and push them even further. So today, we'll be diving into new features, a new region, and a new endgame. But first, let's take a look at a new class, the Warlock.
Across the Diablo universe, we will get to watch the Warlock evolve. In Diablo 2 Resurrected, they
Sounds
honed
about right,
their
Masaroka.
earliest
Sounds
arcane
about right.
powers. Then in Diablo Immortal, their journey takes a rebellious turn, embracing darker forces and forging their own path. Now in Diablo 4, the Warlock stands at the height of their strength, fully unleashed and ready to shape the fate of Sanctuary. This class is all about turning the wrath of hell against itself, with metal chains, flames, and utter destruction. The Diablo 4 Warlock is like a heavy metal album cover come to life, fighting fire with fire. We have so much more to share about our Warlock, enough that we're dedicating a full developer update to Warlock on March 5th. That's where we'll go deep on the class, their lore, gameplay, and more.
I'll
For
be watching
now,
that.
let's talk about how the Warlock and our other new class, the Paladin, are central to the themes of Lord of Hatred.
Many of you have already been playing as the Paladin, experiencing their holy might firsthand. With the Paladin representing light and purity, Warlocks are their darker counterpart, anti-heroes harnessing the power of hell. This duality is central to the theme of Lord of Hatred. It's the eternal conflict between angels and demons, with humanity stuck in the center.
As you play through the campaign, prepare to be drawn into a tale where Mephisto's shadow looms even larger. It's an unfolding saga of hatred, treachery, and the search for salvation, building towards a reckoning that will leave a lasting mark on Sanctuary. The campaign unfolds in Lord of Hatred's new zone, Skovos.
Oh wow! Look at that.
Skovos is a dangerous land, visually inspired by ancient Mediterranean landscapes.
That looks-
You'll explore rugged coastlines, mountainous highlands, ancient temples,
That looks
and more
amazing.
monster
Wow.
variety than ever.
New monsters, okay.
Skovos is the birthplace of humanity, where Lilith and Inarius began it all. You'll see the Blessed Mother and the Heavenly Father carved into the marble structures of Themis, the capital city.
Wow.
Themis is the bustling epicenter of Skovos. Marble walls, eerie elegance, vibrant patterns, and rich textures all blend to create a hauntingly beautiful landscape.
Looks pretty good.
There's a town square teeming with whispers of the firstborn. You'll uncover secrets of the Ascari, the primevals, and the ancient wars that shaped the world. It's a place where every corner tells a story. Plus, we built Themis to be the ideal endgame city, crafted to streamline your access to everything you want once the campaign is concluded.
While we keep the story under wraps for now, let's talk about Endgame in Lord of Hatred.
Here we
And
go.
one of its
Come on.
major new features,
Come on.
War Plans. War Plans give you more control and depth in how you experience the endgame. You create a playlist of up to 5 activities, drawing from endgame modes: the Pit, Infernal Hordes, Hell Tides, Nightmare Dungeons, Lair Bosses, and the Undercity. Pick what you want, pick your rewards, and jump in.
As you complete activities through War Plans, you'll earn progression towards a unique skill tree for each of these activities. These trees let you customize and modify how each activity plays. You can change the rewards, tweak the monster spawns, even bring features from one activity into another.
One of the best parts is how Warplans makes the endgame more accessible. If you're a new player or returning after a break, you can just pick your playlist and start playing, learning the systems as you go. But for veterans, there's a ton of meta progression and build diversity to explore. Warplans are really about letting you shape your own endgame experience. You decide what you want to focus on, what you want to avoid, and how you want to play.
And for those of you seeking an adrenaline rush, we're also introducing a hyper rare event called Echoing Hatred. If you're lucky enough to find a very rare Trace of Echoes golden ticket in a loot drop, you'll gain access to the Echoing Hatred event. There, you'll face infinite waves of enemies and escalating difficulty. Each run feels different, with randomized monsters that force you to adapt your build and tactics on the fly. The deeper you go, the more intense the encounters become. Each wave will test your mastery of the mechanics and resource management to the point where we might even throw multiple bosses at you at the same time. The longer you last, the better the loot. And how long you last is completely up to your skill.
I know the entire team is excited for Warplans and Echoing Hatred, but this might be a good time to talk about the why.
After the campaign wraps up, that's when the real journey begins for a lot of our players. Endgame isn't just a bonus, it's what keeps you coming back to Sanctuary.
And it's more than just adding new events. We want these features to feel meaningful. Quality of life changes, like making activities more approachable or letting you customize how you play, make a huge difference.
There's nothing worse than feeling lost after the credits roll. With features like Warplans and rare events like Echoing Hatred, you get new goals and reasons to experiment even after returning from a break.
It's all about giving you control and variety. Endgame should be as interesting and rewarding as the story. That's why we're so focused on quality of life improvements and fresh features for everyone. Now, let's talk systems updates, which also feed into this philosophy. These updates will completely refresh how you build your power your way. Let's start with skill trees. We've seen the joke that they're more like skill twigs. That ends here. With the release of Lord of Hatred, every player will reap the benefits of a completely overhauled, massively expanded skill tree system. The changes are built to give you more customization than ever before, right from the moment you start playing.
That's better.
No more waiting for random item drops or late game progression to really flesh out your build. Now you'll have meaningful choices and options in your skill tree from the moment you choose your first skills.
We're adding new customization options to every single skill.
That's what I'm talking about,
the entire
man.
tree.
That's
it isn't
a lot
just
better.
a small tweak. It's a major disruption to the current class system. Our goal is to make theory crafting go much, much further with more complexity than ever before.
For instance, take the Sorcerer's iconic Hydra skill. Previously, you could only boost its burning damage or ramp up its critical strike potential. With the revamped skill tree, you can fine-tune Hydra to your unique playstyle.
There we go.
Want your Hydras to attack faster or last longer? You can choose to have their attacks trigger explosions or continually burn everything in close proximity. You can even completely transform the skill.
Look at that.
Turning your Hydras into Frost Hydras.
Cold
to unlock
Hydras.
new combos with all your other Frost abilities.
Here we go.
The new options let you experiment with every possibility as you refine the build that's most fun for you.
And we're not leaving any class behind. Alongside the Paladin and the Warlock, every class will be getting these updates, and they will be available to all players, regardless of Lord of Hatred ownership. Each class will get more than 40 rework choices and over 80 additional options. Lord of Hatred owners are going to get even more, with over 20 additional transformative skill choices.
On top of the skill tree overhaul, we're adding a brand new itemization system, the Talisman, and with it comes the return of charms and sets.
Wow.
Here's how it works. Once you get your Talisman, charms will begin dropping in the game. For a charm to be active, it must be placed inside your Talisman. Charms can be of any rarity, but the set charms have the greatest potential. Equipping multiple charms from the same set will unlock additional set bonuses. With the Talisman, charms, and sets, you can customize and fine-tune your characters like never before with the powers of the greatest Haradrim.
And speaking of Herodrum, Lord of Hatred comes with the Herodric Cube, a legendary tool for a legendary way to craft. You'll combine rare materials, unlock additional properties, and forge items that fit your playstyle. The Herodric Cube is the beginning of your chase for late-game greatness.
Wow.
Opening up new opportunities to shape your journey and pursue those ultimate rewards.
This is pretty
It's
cool.
a heartfelt callback to the cube in Diablo 2, now reimagined for Diablo 4's itemization. Next, loot filters. They've finally arrived.
Finally have loot filters.
You've been asking for this since day one, and we've heard you.
Dude.
Whether you're chasing uniques or filtering out junk, loot filters give you the right amount of control over your journey. While we're so excited to finally be adding loot filters to the game, we are going to continue to listen to your feedback and stay committed to refining loot filters over time to make sure that it works for you.
This is shaping up to be quite a year for Diablo 4. Perfect timing for Diablo's 30th anniversary. I've been playing Diablo for as long as I've been gaming on PCs, starting with a burned copy of Diablo handed to me by a friend at school. Discovering the game's randomized content blew my mind, and soon I was playing Diablo 2 online at PC cafes, eventually diving into modding and joining Blizzard. I've been a proud servant of hell ever since. We hope this year's expansion and all its new features spark that same sense of discovery and excitement you felt when you first stepped into Sanctuary. Whether you're exploring Skovos or reaching your greatest potential within your class fantasy, or simply celebrating another milestone with the Diablo community, we're grateful to have you with us. Thank you for being a part of this adventure.
When darkness comes for us, it will see hell screaming back.
It is so cool to see the Warlock class rise across the Diablo universe. From the scholarly manipulator, to the punk rock demon commander, to the metal powerhouse. This tells a story that spans generations, illuminating the legacy of the Vajari and the strength of those bold enough to wield its forbidden power. You can dive into the origins of the Diablo Warlock and so much more right now in Reign of the Warlock, live today in Diablo 2 Resurrected. We love bringing Sanctuary to life, and we're grateful that you could join us to help us kick off Diablo's 30th anniversary. On behalf of everyone here today and the Diablo team across the globe, thank you for being a part of this journey with us. Are we clear? Are we good?
All right.
Oh my God, they're gonna freak out at BlizzCon when we announce it.
Oh man, I thought they were about to announce something else there. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh, okay, so what are they going to announce at BlizzCon, man? Holy. Wow. Okay, holy. There's a lot to unpack here. I kind of want to go back and take a closer look at some of that stuff that I didn't want to pause. What the hell's going on here? I didn't want to pause the broadcast. Man. So we're gonna have to wait for the deep dive into the Warlock for Diablo 4. We're not gonna get any of that information until March something. And then we can play the Warlock now in Diablo 2 Resurrected. We've got loot filters. So I wonder, is the Diablo 2 update, is that like a new season? Is what I'm wondering. That's what I'm wondering. I'm going to log into BattleNet here. Might be getting on Diablo 2 Resurrected here, my friends. might have to check out the Warlock. So okay, there it is. There, $30. I had to think maybe there's a chance that they do it for free. I had to wonder, right? There it is right here. Okay, let's see. Let's take a deep dive into this. New Warlock class. Collect more unique items. I wonder, is this a new season? Is my question. Ultimate Colossal Challenge awaits. I wish we could have seen some more of the, what's it called? I don't even have D2R installed. I'll have to reinstall it. They didn't specify if it's a new like season. Reign of the Warlock. That's crazy. That's unreal. That's so insane. Brand new class in Diablo 2. Wow, man. Huh. Jeez. No kidding. $49.99 Infernal Edition. What do you get in the Infernal Edition? Usually it gives you a breakdown of what... Oh, it's right here. Try and pull this up on the browser instead. That's incredible. Wow. Yeah, let me try and get the video so I can go take a closer look at things that they just showed. Right here.
Darkness comes for us. It will see hell.
I want to go back to that Diablo 4 stuff.
This is all hell could marshal forth. Let us begin.
So in Diablo 4, you get Diablo 4 wings. Those are pretty cool wings. And then you get a decor item in WoW, Sanctuary's Herodric Cube. Cool. Let me fast forward back to Diablo 4.
You'll uncover the truth about a dangerous power that's only as good as its wielder, a legacy of...
Even further. So today,
Now in Diablo 4, the Warlock stands at the height of their strength, fully unleashed and ready to shape the fate of Sanctuary. This class is all about turning the wrath of hell against itself, with metal chains, flames, and utter destruction. The Diablo 4 Warlock is like a heavy metal album cover come to life, fighting fire with fire. We have so much more to share about our Warlock, enough that we're dedicating a full developer update to Warlock on March 5th. That's where we'll go deep on the class, their lore, gameplay, and more. For now, let's talk about how the Warlock and our other new class, the Paladin, are central to the themes of Lord of Hatred.
Many of you have already been playing as the Paladin, experiencing their whole
and this new region looks
ever.
great. This looks amazing.
Epicenter of scope.
Place of humanity, where Lilith and Inarius began it all. You'll see
April.
the Blessed Mother and the Heavenly Father.
There's so much
carved
coming
into
down the
marble
road here.
Structures of Temis,
World of
the capital
Warcraft's
city.
launching in March.
Temis is the bustling
PoE 1's
epicenter of
launching in
Skobos.
March.
Marble walls, eerie elegance,
You've got,
vibrant patterns, and
this
rich
Diablo
textures
update
all blend
coming
to
in
create
April.
a hauntingly beautiful landscape.
Man, there's so much.
There's a town square teeming with whispers of the Firstborn. You'll uncover secrets of the Ascari.
War plans give you more control and depth in how you experience the endgame. You create a playlist of up to 5 activities.
Alright, so war plans. Rank 3 of 10. Complete 2 of 4 war plans to improve rewards. And then over here is like a skill tree for your activities.
Drawing from endgame modes: the Pit, Infernal Hordes, Hell Tides, Nightmare Dungeons, Lair Bosses, and the Undercity. Pick what you want, pick your rewards, and jump in.
As you complete activities
All right,
through war
Styles,
plans,
all the best, man.
you'll learn
Thanks for
progression
hanging.
towards a
Take it easy, okay? We'll see you around.
unique skill tree for each of these activities. These trees let you customize and modify how each activity plays. You can change the reward.
Okay, what's this? Infernal Bargain Obdicide. You no longer gain gem fragments in Infernal Hordes. Oh, okay. Okay.
Tweak the monster spawns.
The Amalgam of Rage can ambush you during a boss fight within a Nightmare Dungeon. Killing Amalgam of Rage in Nightmare Dungeons can drop unique items associated with Astaroth. Oh, okay. Just more ways of kind of target farming certain things.
Even bring features from one activity into another.
One of the best parts is how War Plans makes the endgame more accessible. If you're a new player or returning after a break, you can just pick your playlist and start playing, learning the systems as you go. But for veterans, there's a ton of meta progression and build diversity to explore. War Plans are really about letting you shape your own endgame experience. You decide what you want to focus on, what you want to avoid, and how you want to play. War Plans are really about letting you.
This is what I want to. I want to pause this here. Purge the corrupt Undercity. Descend into Undercity. A grand amount of spoils in Obdicide.
Your own end.
Travel to the Grasping Crevice. Small amount of spoils.
Game experience.
A grand amount of jewelry spoils. 25 activity experience. Enter the pit and conquer its deadly trials.
You decide what you want to focus on, what you want to avoid, and how you want to play.
And for those of you seeking an adrenaline rush, we're also introducing a hyper rare event called Echoing Hatred.
Yeah, so this
if
is
you're
like
lucky enough to find a very rare.
There was a season theme in Diablo 3. I don't remember what it was. It might have even been called Echoing Hatred. That actually might have been what it was called. And so now they've got this in here as a super rare chance.
Rare Trace of Echoes gold.
But I'll be honest, it's not. They're not really adding much end game content here. Like I got to be honest, that's a matter of fact. Obviously, we're gonna have Mephisto. That's gonna be a new boss to fight, and hopefully that's like a challenge. But outside of that, it's just the same old stuff still.
Ticket and a loot drop, you'll gain access to the Echoing Hatred event. There, you'll face infinite waves of enemies and escalating difficulty. Each run feels different, with randomized monsters that force you to adapt your build and tactics on the fly. The deeper you go, the more intense the encounters become. Each wave will test your mastery of the mechanics and resource management to the point where we might even throw multiple bosses at you at the same time. The longer you last, the better the loot. And how long you last is completely up to your skill.
I know the entire team is excited for War Plans and Echoing Hatred, but this might be a good time to talk about the why.
After the campaign wraps up, that's when the real journey begins for a lot of our players. Endgame isn't just a bonus, it's what keeps you coming back to Sanctuary.
And it's more than just adding new events. We want these features to feel meaningful. Quality of life changes, like making activities more approachable or letting you customize how you play, make a huge difference.
There's nothing worse than feeling lost after the credits roll. With features like War Plans and rare events like Echoing Hatred, you get new goals and reasons to experiment even after returning from a break.
It's all about giving you control and variety. Endgame should be as interesting and rewarding as the story. That's why we're so focused on quality of life improvements and fresh features for everyone. Now, let's talk systems updates, which also feed into this philosophy. These updates will completely refresh how you build your power your way. Let's start with skill trees. We've seen the joke that they're more like skill twigs. That ends here. With the release of Lord of Hatred, every player will reap the benefits of a completely overhauled, massively expanded skill tree system. The changes are built to give...
Okay, if anyone, for anyone left in chat, are you excited, interested at all about any of these updates to Diablo 2, Diablo 4? I'm excited for these skill trees. This is major. This is really big. I hope it's as good as it looks.
You more customization than ever before, right from the moment you start playing. No more waiting for random item drops.
So lost, but I got here in the last 5 minutes. All right, you want to recap? They have a new class in all 3 Diablos. It's the Warlock. You can play the Warlock now in Diablo 2. Yep, try to do my best with the TLDR here. You can play the Warlock now in Diablo 2 Resurrected. I think it's like $30 for me. Thought maybe they'd do it for free, but of course not. And then Diablo 4, same thing, Warlock. It'll launch on April whatever, the same date when the Diablo 4 expansion launches. I'm not going to talk about Diablo Immortal because I don't think anyone cares about that. Speak up now if so, I'll cover it. But yeah, the Warlock looks incredible on the D2 side of things. We don't know what it looks like or how it's going to play in Diablo 4.
And I got to see firsthand how
here's
you
some
and the
gameplay
team
of the
care about
Warlock.
this game and the community.
It's amazing to see a demon from play and literally absorb their essence.
Barely care about D4,
This
fair
grants
enough.
the Warlock temporary
not for
buffs
everyone.
and traits that can vary between what demon you consume. No matter what demon you draw in,
Debating if I
you'll
should
gain
get into
increased life
D2 right now and give
movement
this a
speed.
try.
Some may grant plus all skills, some may even grant auras.
I don't know. Like I said
And
before,
that's
we're taking
just
a
the
break from
beginning.
PoE right now,
Between
so it is kind
summoning,
of a good time to do it.
binding,
But
and consuming, we're talking hundreds of combinations. And the best part is you can mix and match. Find a demon for its aura, then absorb another for its resistances before summoning a third to fight by your side. It's a
my question is they've got this new Diablo 2 Reign of the Warlock. Is this like a new season? Is it just? So I want to get into the, like, if it's a new season, I'm in. I'm just trying to read the room here for anyone in the chat. You know, are you here? Are you here? You know, are you meh? Are you a tad bit excited? And then so moving forward back to Diablo 4.
Dive into Diablo 2
Resurrected monsters that force you to adapt your build
Never got
and
into
tactics
D2?
on the
Okay.
fly. The deeper you go, the more intense the encounters become. Each wave will test your mastery of the mechanics and resource management to the point.
They're more like skill twigs. Game progression to really flesh out your build. Now you'll have meaningful choices and options in your skill tree from the moment you choose your first skills.
We're adding new customization options to every single skill across the entire tree. It isn't just a small tweak. It's a major
D4 was
disruption
such
to
a
the
hard
current
flop.
class
Yeah.
system. Our goal
that's
is to
fair.
make theory crafting go much.
I hear
The new
that.
options
It's
let you
looking a
experiment
lot
with
better with
every
this expansion.
possibility at your talisman.
And this here, this is interesting.
Here's how it works. Active, it must be placed inside.
Heraldric Seal of... Wait, what? Heraldric Seal of Honor. Nice. Heraldric Seal of Honor. Cannot have... But, yeah, but we are at, like, what? Season 6? This is... It's Season 12. Mr. Morningstar. I don't know why your message was hidden. But you says been unmoved from D4 for a while. D3 flopped. D2 was great, but it's like RuneScape. I may play it one day, but every day or week grinder anymore. But not every day or week grinder anymore. I see what you mean. Thank you. Oh, hey, how's it going? Nice to meet you. Yeah, you're from Ashton Stream. Okay. Yeah, I hear you on that. I don't know. The word RuneScape was flagged apparently. I don't know. I'll have to look into that. I don't know. That's a bit strange. I don't know. That's extremely strange. Either way, thanks for that. Yep. Just for me, it started with Diablo 2, you guys. That's where my journey started. So always just keen to see what updates they have. And so yeah, this is not they've not added anything to the end game of Diablo 4. Sure, yes, they've added pits, they've added the leaderboards, which is nice. But outside of that, it's still you're running the layer bosses, you're running the same old stuff. I very well will. I mean, I've already pre-ordered the expansion back in December or whatever it was, so I am gonna play it. I enjoy it for what it's worth, but don't get me wrong, it lacks that end game that I wish was there, and so that's my take on it. The Warlocks, I want to check out the Warlock. Obviously, that's part of the expansion. We'll get to play that. We'll get to play the Paladin. I like the pits. The pits are great, and yes, now we have the leaderboards. I was a big leaderboards gamer in Diablo 3. Played thousands of hours there. So, and then this looks cool. This whole thing, but I don't know why they've got two ofs there in the Heraldric Seal of Honor. Okay, so this says cannot have more than 5 sockets. Charm set, Dark Pact, Charm set, Adept Action.
Your talisman.
Yeah, D3
Charms
was
can be
was
of
fire.
any rarity.
Absolutely. Okay, and so here's the new. This is how they're implementing sets into the game. Nilfer's Narrowing Eye, 2-piece set. When you cast a basic marksman skill, you gain a stack of Vengeance, which grants movement speed and increased damage for marksman skills. Vengeance stacks up to 5 times and loses 1 stack, and then we can't read the... Okay. So I guess they have sets in the game, but you don't wear like armor and you acquire the set bonuses. Now you just like you socket them into these sockets, and that's how you get the set bonuses. It's interesting.
But
it's
the
different.
set charms have the greatest potential. Equipping multiple charms.
When you have Vengeance, you gain 1 Dark Shroud Shadow every 2 seconds. All right.
from the same set will unlock.
I just wish there was more like end game stuff but I guess that's, I don't know, man. At the end of the day, I'll enjoy it for what it's worth. We go play PoE for the end game, right? It's just, you can't compare the game to PoE, and it just might not have that end game. So it is what it is. But you know what? I always enjoy the start of a new season, whether it's D2, whether it's D3, D4, PoE1, PoE. It's always a lot of fun. Maybe the fun only lasts for a week in Diablo 4. Who knows? Maybe it's, And then here's the other thing, right? This launches in April. The next PoE update is going to be in March, and then there'll be another one in April. So I don't know. We'll
additional set bonuses.
What are we going to play? Are we going to have time to play everything? I'd like to check things out and try everything out.
You'll combine
and then here's the
rare
Herodric
materials,
Cube.
unlock additional properties, and forge items that fit your.
Transmute 3 of the same unique equipment or charms into a new version of that unique. Interesting. So it's just like 3-to-1ing in PoE. That's all this is. Transmute 3 of the same unique. Yeah, that's all that is, right? Yeah.
Playstyle.
Transmute a rare equipment item into a random legendary of the same type. Okay.
Herodric Cube is the beginning of your chase for late game greatness, opening up new.
Add an affix. Adds a random affix to an item.
Opportunities to shape your journey and pursue those ultimate
chaotic reroll
rewards. It's a heartfelt callback to the cube in Diablo 2, now reimagined for Diablo 4's itemization. Next, loot filters. They finally forge items that legendary tool for a legendary way to craft. You'll combine rare materials.
I wish that we had more endgame activities in Diablo 4. That's just, I want more of that. We've got so much of that in PoE that it's just, I can't help but want more of it in all the other games that I enjoy. But you know what?
Properties and forge items that fit your playstyle.
Be excited to but again, when does the expansion launch? I need to check that again. When does the expansion launch again? It's like April something. Where is it? Shop. Diablo 4. Lord of Hatred. When does it launch? April 28th. Okay. I already have the standard edition. Where's the thing here? Is there early access? That's something I don't recall. Is there early access to this, or they didn't do it? Doesn't look like early access, which is good. I'm down with that. Okay. Yeah, just on the fence, you guys, about getting into Diablo 2 Resurrected again. I don't know. Don't know how I feel about it. The Warlock looks great. The Warlock looks sick. Well, let's go ahead and reinstall D2R. Okay. Let's go ahead and start that install. Kind of thought we would see some gameplay for the warlock on the D4 side of things. I guess that's not coming till a couple weeks from now.